It's you talk, baby.
You Talk family, what go on? This your boy D. I wanted to come on and tell you guys thank you to everyone, my whole entire You Talk family that's been supporting me since I started doing this back in 2020. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you guys. And a big thank you to everyone that is signed up with your You Talk memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much. I also wanted to say thank you and shout out to our super producer, the man himself, Mr. King Judge, KJ Production, Mr. Marquise Judge. Thank you, brother. I appreciate everything you do. I love you, brother. You already know. Also, a big thank you and shout out to our super co-host, Mr. Larry Frank Jr. You Talk family, I know y'all appreciate him, and I do as well. Shout out to Mr. Larry Frank Jr. Thank you for all that you do, brother. I love you. Let's get into it, man. Let me tell you about these 3 different memberships that we got going on at You Talk. The first membership is the You Talk Club. And with that membership, you will receive different loyalty badges for every month that you are a member of the You Talk family. The second membership is the You Talk VIP. And with that membership, you will receive 10% off any You Talk branded merchandise or apparel. And you will get different photos and videos whenever we're out and about. We'll be sending you different stuff. And the third membership is the You Talk Box. And with that membership, you will receive exclusive content when we're doing special interviews with special guests. You will have access to those interviews, and you will get 15% off any You Talk branded merchandise or apparel. So those are your 3 memberships. Pick one of the 3, and if you don't, it's still all good. It's all love over here at You Talk, but everybody that's got their memberships, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, like I said. So, like I said before, thank you. We love you guys. Thanks for supporting the movement. Everybody stay safe, take care. And y'all know how we start every video and every show that we do. And y'all know how we end every video and every show that we do. It ain't no us without you, baby. And I'm out. We love you guys. Take care. It's You Talk.
It's you talk, baby.
Yeah, I want to show some love, give some support to my boy Devin, founder of You Talk Nation. Continuous success, brother. And all I got to say is, it ain't no me without you, baby.
Ain't no me without you, baby.
It ain't no me without you, baby.
Yeah, You Talk is the people show. Look, You Talk, let the people know. Look, yeah. This is hurricane season. Only legends come up out there, you like Chris and Teigen. Name a letter better, W, that's what we preaching. Hurricane force winds whenever we breezing. Got rings for a reason. Look, we treat a gator like the swamp people, and Seminoles like the block people. And for my dogs, I will drive people. Just being frank, I got they flank like a cornerback. And I ain't even much a Florida cat, but hurricanes, I know more of that than most. Cause I seen them turn our houses into boats. That's that real talk, baby. I hope you was taking notes. That's the real talk, baby. Yellow Nation, coast to coast. It's that You Talk. Yeah.
It's you talk, baby.
Yeah.
It's You Talk, baby.
#1 podcast.
It's you talk, baby. It's you talk, baby. It's you talk, baby.
God damn!
It's you talk, baby.
Good morning, Evan Shapiro here. So I'm looking at the playoff standings and, listening to everyone's commentary and whatnot. And one thing stood out to me that had nothing to do with the playoff rankings. Mario Cristobal's record is 22-15. Manny Diaz's record was 21-15. I think I got that correct. I heard that stat. For $80 million, that's what you got. One game difference. Really no separation between the two. Who cares if you could recruit 100 5-stars if you can't coach them and you suck as a game day coach? Suck. You play nobody. Who did they beat this year, in all honesty? The Gators? Would they play? Would that game be 41-17 today? Probably not. And if you're honest with yourself, you know it wouldn't be. I'm a Miami fan, but just be honest. They fucking haven't beaten anybody and got pushed 3 times to the limit. You got to be practical, man. If they were in the SEC, what would be their record? But seriously, the whole point of this is Mario Cristobal. For everyone who thinks he's a savior, man, I wouldn't give a shit if you fucking loaded up 80 scholarship players with 5-stars if you can't coach them. That's the point. What a waste of fucking money. They'd have been better off giving $80 million to players.
You Talk family, what go on? What go on? This your boy D. And of course, I got my PIC, my partner in crime, Mr. Larry Frank Jr. in the building. And y'all know how we start off every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby. You Talk family, Kane Nation, what's going on? And shout out to our super producer, the man himself, Mr. King Judge. KJ Production is always in the building, man. Shout out to King Judge. Let's run it down, man. Shout out to Larry Frank Jr. Hey, brother, how you doing tonight on a Friday night? Larry Frank Jr. I'm going to let you do your intro, man, and I'm going to shout out some of these people that's in the chat, man. Go ahead and do your thing, brother. How you doing tonight? Rocky!
I'm good, man. I believe it or not, I'm good, man. I was hot Tuesday night, when that rankings, the rankings and all of that came out, and I was hot for reasons not obvious. People would think that I was hot more because Miami didn't get in. I understand why Miami didn't get in, because essentially we shot ourselves in the foot. What up, South Coast? But I was more hot at the audacity of the playoff chairman, Ward Emanuel, who happens to be from New Orleans. When I saw that, I'm like, dude, if I catch you in these New Orleans streets somewhere, I'm going anyway. But the credit Reese Davis for pressing him and asking him, is there anything that any of these teams can do that's not that for positioning and stuff? What's up, D. Drakeford and everybody?
And Larry Frank, just 1 second. I ain't mean to cut you off. Just 1 second.
No, do your thing.
Shout out to our new member, man, Daryl Drake. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. You already know, man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Welcome to the family. You already been a part of the family. But thank you for your membership. Carry on, my brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm happy that Reese Davis. Hello, bonus mom. How you doing? I'm happy that Reese Davis. He pressed him. JD, what up? He pressed him, and your boy just admitted it. And we're gonna get into it as the show goes on, because we're gonna talk about these other teams, their wins, their losses. And like I said, and for me, I just was angry at, and I'll detail it more when we get into the topics. What up, Sherry Lewis? I'll get into it more when we get into the topics. I'm just angry at how it's all about the brand of a school over the actual record of a school, because Alabama's brand is what has them sitting in the 11th spot. because no emphasis was placed on the losses. They used the victories to legitimize it. But we're going to break it down. We're going to break it down. But other than that, it's Friday night. It's Utah. I'm doing good. I believe this is our last regular season show because we're concluding everything from the regular season. We will do a bowl game edition, depending on, we'll find out who we got on Sunday. So we'll definitely do one of those. But yeah, season came.
Hold the line,
man.
Mr. Magic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's ride. Let's ride, man. Mr. Magic is in the building, man. Mr. Magic, what's going on? How you doing tonight, sir? How you doing, Mr. Magic? What's going on?
What's the move, motherfuckers?
What's up? Where
You know I'm at the pump, right?
Oh, no. What's happening?
I keep that motherfucking pump. I keep that motherfucker. Listen, bro, how y'all doing, man?
Oh,
we're
man,
good.
we're great, man.
We're great, man.
How you doing tonight,
I've never been better, man. Life is good right now. How you doing?
Hey, bro, listen.
Liquors all day.
When you look, don't say, hey, okay, you were talking about the Lakers. We did win the other night. I ain't finna do that to you, though, D. I love you.
Boy, I know, boy. It's hard over here, for boy. It's hard.
It is. It's hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard, bro.
I understand,
Larry
bro.
Frank like that, boy. Larry Frank on me, bud, too.
Yeah. Listen, man. We as Miami fans, when you look at things for what it really is, you was hopeful, but you wasn't surprised.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Miami beat itself.
Mm-hmm.
And the downfall for the University of Miami this year was number one, wanting to dominate, wanting to make a play, wanting to tackle, wanting to stay in your lanes, wanting to win. Number two, coaching. We ain't got no money. They're going to be mad at you for the rest of the motherfucking summer, boy, for that shit you just put up there with Nevin Shapiro. Because that shit's real.
It's real.
That's motherfucking real, dude.
Shut up.
It was all facts.
Who did shit? Mario ain't doing shit. He got a bunch of yes men around him. He ain't got no real coaches that gonna tell him what the fuck it is, and he don't want that. Just like we said before, that's why Zoe left and all the other shit. Mm-hmm. Thirdly, no fucking development. He said it in the press conference the other day. That's like an ugly word. But they really can't, and they should have. They gonna stand on. He like contradicted himself. But those three things right there, bruh, is what made us waste a season with a quarterback like him, even though he did some fucked up shit. So we can't be mad. We said this shit at the beginning of the year. Fuck around and lose, and they're going to show you how much they love Miami, because everybody was on our dick when we was winning. And we said just to show it we lose the motherfucking game, they're going to show you who the fuck they are. Surprise, bitches. Surprise.
Yeah.
They waited. They gave us two fucking opportunities. We lost to Georgia Tech, and we lost to Syracuse. We couldn't get out our own fucking way.
Right.
We couldn't get out our own way.
Oh.
Cam saying, hey, man, give us another shot. For what? You ain't going to do nothing but fuck it up again.
Right.
Not you per se, but we ain't got no defense.
Right.
None. And I'm hoping we playing this bowl, that shit gonna be hilarious. I know it is. That shit gonna be just like the Rutgers Bowl last year, if not worse. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bruh, that at the end of the year, after having so much hope and thinking that we're coming into our own family, just to see that shit just put us 3 fucking years behind, dude. Look how many recruits we fucking lost.
Hey, I was just about to bring that up, Mr. Magic. I was just about to bring that up. Did you see how we wound up?
Hit the fucking portal.
He hit the portal earlier. Did you see how recruiting went the other day? They saying about we #1 in the ACC, but Florida out recruited Miami. They had a higher recruiting class.
Yeah, that's because they kept the money that they had for fucking Napier to disappear. They had some freed up money.
Yep.
And they should have known that shit was coming. But to play like that and think that these kids gonna say, hey, we gonna still just come to you because you said y'all won 10 games. Look how you fucking won it. Look how you ended the season.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking let yourself down and you let the school down, the logo down, and your fucking fans. Because we thought we had the savior who can't fucking coach, offense or defense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he just barely doing a decent job at offensive line. We need new coaches, bro. And we need them like yesterday. Yep. We need coaches that know how to fucking develop and that's going to stand up to Mario and tell him what the fuck it is.
Yep. We see and your DP Buck. Great.
And he humble himself and get off his motherfucking high horse and be teachable. Because everybody could bring something to the fucking table. You ain't the only fucking mastermind. Mm-hmm. You need good people around you in order to be a good leader.
That's right.
If you ain't got no good followers and people that's really staying for something, what the fuck are you doing? Mm-hmm. He want all the fucking hype. He want all the credit. And you can see it. He a cocky son of a bitch. That's what he is. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and you might be mad at me, but hey, God damn it, I got to call it like I see it. I've been watching a lot of years of football. And we ain't going to do shit until Mario out here. Until we can get some real coaches in here. And I told you the other day, Devin, there's one thing he didn't get from fucking Butch Davis and my boy from Alabama. He ain't put no fucking pro coaches around him to fucking learn. He ain't getting those analysts that were fucking head coaches in the NFL and head coaches in college that have good that are masterminds at this game. He want all the fucking credit, and he ain't got it. Recruiting ain't gonna get it for us, fellas. We're gonna be dealing with this shit for a couple more years. Mm-hmm. So, hey, I just say this. To keep your blood pressure down, keep you from arguing with your girlfriend, you better disconnect yourself, man. Learn how to disconnect from that shit. It's just a sport. We watch it and don't take that shit in the crib. Because I'm telling you, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't worth it. And I know that's our pastime and we love the school. But goddamn, we got to love our health and our mindset better. Because we see the bullshit that they do.
Right.
So with that, my brother, could I have my shit, please?
You know I'm at the pump, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh. And Devin?
Yes, sir.
Larry Frank?
Yes, sir.
We don't listen to men with periods.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's the truth. Hey,
you put them in a corner and you put them in a corner and you give them some chocolate and let them deal with their cramps.
Yeah.
Give them a motherfucking tampon. You don't deal with bullshit, man.
Oh yeah.
People can talk about us all day, every day, and it's all good, bro.
All day, every day.
That means there's something about us they love.
Yeah,
and they ain't got it.
Yeah,
so we don't deal with bullshit.
Hey, Mr. Magic,
you know
before you go, Mr. Magic, I'm gonna take you back 30 years. You remember House Party 3? You remember the house party scene with Bernie Mac? What Bernie Mac told Kid when he had what Bernie Mac told him? What he told him when Kid asked him about, family and all that. What Bernie Mac said?
Bruh, I don't even get me. I don't even know right now. I'm telling you, dude. I done had me a couple of drinks. I'm feeling good, dog.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Hey, he should have told him, fuck him. That's what he should have told him.
That's what he said. That's what he said. So you got it. You got it.
Hey, bro, listen. Life goes on. You're going to have people that try to, you know, they're going to beat their drum, beat their chest, and talk shit. And you let them.
Yeah.
You let them. There's going to be haters. Hey, bro. Like they say, if you ain't doing something right, motherfuckers ain't going to hate on you. So you just keep it moving, man.
Keep it moving,
stay
bro.
peaceful. I love everybody, bro. I pray for those who families are going through some tough times right now.
Absolutely.
And just know that we can stay together. We'll get through this together. Peace.
Love you, brother.
All right, Mr. Magic. Much love to you. Much love to you.
It's you talk, baby.
I want to address Ian Coleman. Respectfully, because we don't do right or wrong opinions where, you know, if you don't like what's said, I'm going to come at you and vice versa. Because this is just conversation. Right. This is what makes the show what it is, and this is why we love y'all. The first comment.
We're going to play your comment.
Yeah, we're going to play your comment. We're going to address it. We're going to give you an opportunity to address it and defend your side. That's what we do. The first comment was, this team finished 10-2. Y'all act like we 5-6. Why is everybody so angry? And I'll repeat myself from the other night. People are angry at what was lost from the 10-2 record because they started 9-0. As I said the other night, had they started 1-2 and ran the table and missed out, you would have a different feeling.
Hold the line, Chris Kane.
But they started out 9-0. Let me just put it all in perspective for you. They started 9-0. They got as high as number 4. Then Ohio State wound up losing to Michigan, which would have put them up at number 3. On top of that, they squandered away the Heisman opportunity for Cam Ward. On top of that, they squandered away the ACC championship appearance. On top of that, you have defensive linemen who are not even playing in the right positions. They got Bain playing on the edge when he should have been playing in the middle. On top of that, they're running stunts instead of going straight line attack, which could get to the quarterback faster. On top of that, you have people like Jaden Harris making the same angles and problems and stuff like that. So obviously there's no coaching or no development or no teaching going on. That's why people are upset at the 10-2. That's why people are not jubilant at the 10-2. It's not the crack on Mario or crack on this team. But it's like if Mario is bringing all of this stuff like some fans feel like he's bringing, this team should not regress. This team straight regressed. The best game they played against, and I ain't going to count the group of 5 schools and all of that. The best game they played as a complete unit on both sides of the ball was the first game against Florida. And they never played another game like that, well, at least on the defensive side, after that. That defense just straight downhill. Don't tell me what they did against FAMU. Don't tell me what they did against USF. Come on, man. When we jumped in ACC play, it was straight regression from Florida. So that's why Ian Coleman, some people are just not, popping bottles at 10-2 celebrating this. And I mean, I know people take this as us hating. It's not hating. I'm happy with 10-2, but I'd be much more happier if that 10-2 would have brought us into the playoffs and not resulted in us falling out of the ACC championship and playoffs. Tomorrow, we're probably going to watch Rhett Lashley and a bunch of guys that Mario didn't want, that he told the mothers to come get their kids, kick rocks out the program. Them boys about to play for an ACC championship. And the sad part, they were Canes first, and they can't get a first ACC championship as Canes. Go ahead, Chris Kane. I'm sorry, dog.
Hold on. One second, Chris Kane. Hold up. And Rocky, I just see that you said we got the number 1 offense in the country and we wasted it. That's why people are pissed. You still ain't mentioned the defense, but you did in your last comment before that. You said you can't blame Mario for the defense and not give credit to the offense. Well, who do you blame for the defense? Mario hired the defensive coordinator.
And never pushed on him to do better, obviously.
So who do you blame? And my next question to you and everybody else in the chat, Mario, what's the plan? Is your plan to keep Lance Guidry? What's the plan? What's the plan now? The defense was terrible. What is the plan? What are you going to do, Mario, going forward? Chris Kane, go ahead.
Chris Kane.
In the house, man. What's going on, brother?
Oh, man. Boy. It's just a reference to my man Larry Frank with House Party. I even remember a name. They used to call you John Boy.
Hey, you forgot. Hey, Chris, you forgot the motion he did after he said.
Go ahead, yeah, I ain't forget it. I ain't got to do it, but I ain't forget it.
What's up, brother?
Oh, boy. What's going on, fellas, man? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Oh, we good, brother.
Man,
how you doing tonight?
Man? How you?
Oh, hey, man. Shit, man. If I was any cooler, it'd be a crime. Man, I'm good to go, man. I'm
Rocky.
I'm just sitting here chilling, man. I'm
Thanks.
just, you know, I just want to know what's next.
Right. What's the plan?
I just want to know what's next because I heard that with Lance, well, I don't know what he's
hold on, Chris Kane. Hold on. Hold that thought, Chris Kane. Larry Frank, read that text by Mr. Malcolm Jones. Read that, Larry Frank.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Malcolm Jones just said Mario is a fraud. This team is 10-2 because of Ward. Remove him from the equation, and his team is easily 5-7 at worst, 6-7 at best. Mario brought Ward to hide his inefficiencies as a coach. Malcolm Jones, you are a smart brother. Because D, I could have swore many moons ago I said the same thing. I know sometimes, you know, receipts are always called for, but that's one receipt we can definitely pull and prove if need be.
Yes.
Go ahead, Chris.
Sorry about that. Yes.
Yeah.
Larry Frank. Good point, Larry Frank. Good one. Good one, Malcolm.
See, my thing is that, yeah, he has a deficiency problem. He hides it because he's big bad Mario, right? But that recruiting and them loafers and all that other kind of stuff, that ain't gonna get it, bro. Because I even said it. If you had a solid 10-2, blowing these people out, blowing these other teams out, doing what you're supposed to do and everything else, and you go ahead and you beat Georgia Tech and you beat Syracuse and you're 10-2, then we're looking at it from another aspect. But when you're winning by 1 point against Virginia Tech, when you're winning by 1 point against Cal, like, what the hell are you doing? When you on a slugfest with Duke, when you on a slugfest with Louisville, when you're going back and forth and all this other kind of, like, what are you doing? Why did you bring him in here? What was the whole point of this? You could have left Cam where he was at, and you could have did this with Parker Farmer or Emory Williams or whatever. Why bring him in here to try to do all of this? Because for one thing, you don't know how to develop, because who have you developed on Miami? You don't know how to do anything else but recruit. Okay? You can't sit here and try to step in for somebody else and try to step in for the play calling when you don't even know the damn play calling yourself, because you've never been an OC. You do not recognize on one side of the ball. And I've said this before. He's a decorated coach that is an $8.5 million recruiter. That is what he is with a headset on. I've said this. Okay, he does not know how to coach. He does not know how to develop. He knows. He doesn't. I'm sorry. He knows how to recruit. He doesn't know how to develop. Excuse me. But the whole thing is that what's the good of you getting these recruits and getting all these 4 and 5 stars and all of that if you don't know how to develop them? What the hell is good at it?
Mm-hmm.
Now we just lost Parker Farmer. We just lost him in the portal. Then we lost. We just lost the offensive lineman. Just that quick.
Swear,
you know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
He said, these sugar canes are hilarious. Good luck next season. I know good and hell well you ain't talking about no damn body. I know you ain't talking about no damn body. Because if my memory serves me right, you want to say
thank you, mother, for the dodo.
You better be talking about them damn semen holes. See, I wasn't trying to get on the ass. I wasn't trying. I was trying to stay political. I was trying to stay, not political, but I was trying to stay on the course as far as with these canes. But don't bring your dead ass in here talking about no damn canes. You talking about some damn sugar canes, and y'all been dead since the 5th game of the season. So sit your ass down now. Sit your ass up.
But real quick,
you better
Chris,
not be ham hop.
Real quick, Chris, I gotta interject to Mr. Serve 5. We're not up here. We're actually calling them out. So what's so funny about what we're saying? We're actually telling the truth on what happened. Now,
right.
you must be talking about some of the ones that you know that see it otherwise. But go ahead, Chris. Continue.
I think that's what that is. I think that's what that is. So I might rebuttal on. Matter of fact, damn that you will know. Hell, heck.
Yeah,
I ain't rebutting shit. I meant the hell I said.
You and your 10.
Anyway.
You and your 2 wins can kick rocks. Go ahead, Chris.
Right. Yeah. Smashing rocks over a JV team. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, like I was saying. So as far as with this whole thing with Miami, we gotta know what happens. Because yes, we did lose recruits. We did lose recruits. See, Florida was smart. They always knock Chris off his thought. Yeah, they always try to knock me off my damn thoughts. The hell with him. But I know my damn thoughts. I'm in my right mind tonight, damn it. I'm in my right damn mind. Anyway, Florida was smart with what they did because the money that they took, if they was going to get Billy Napier up out of there, they used it for recruiting. My question is, the money that we paid Cam Ward, we could have used that to buy to get an offensive line, a defensive line. We could have got some people in there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you sitting here telling you, and see, the thing is that I was part of that. I will admit, I was part of the one that say, come get your damn kids. I remember that. Come get your damn kids. Because you know why? Because of the simple fact that if you don't fit this culture, and if you don't want to play for Mario, if you don't want to get in line for what the regime is, then you can go ahead and kick rocks. If you do not want to be a king, that was the mindset. But now as time goes on, and now that things are starting to come out, now you get to see it from a different perspective. It wasn't the fact that they didn't want to play at Miami. They didn't want to play for Mario because of the way that he doesn't know how to coach. Tell me why they at SMU right now, about to go to the ACC championship. First time in the ACC. First year in the ACC. Florida State ain't want them in there. Beat the hell out of them. Okay? Got to the ACC championship and is getting ready to be in the playoffs. Meanwhile, we've been here and we've been the mediocre of the Coastal for how long now? You can only blame it on sanctions. You can only blame it on the death penalty. Only so much. You have to blame it on the money that wasn't given to the program. You gotta give it to the ones that didn't know how to do the proper coaching. You didn't know how to recruit well. You wanted to get more for less. Okay? And that's the problem. That's the problem. And we've got to stop doing it. Now we're playing catch up. But look who we get. You see what I'm saying? And this is the problem. This is the whole situation. If we can get a coach or Mario's going to have to surround himself with coaches that's going to make him better. Saban wasn't just better by himself. Saban wasn't just a GOAT by himself. He had other pieces that were around him that made him better. He put a philosophy together and he made it to where everybody coincided with that philosophy and everybody bought into it. Once they bought into it, they went ahead and they made things happen. Same thing with Kirby, same thing with Saban. Same thing with Ed Orgeron for that time that he was there. What is the problem with Miami now? Because now you're going into year 4, my brother, and you still ain't got no ACC championship. You had a chance to go in there, but it cost you a $975 for nothing. You spent that for nothing, allegedly. You spent that for nothing. And now what do you have to show for it? But anyway, it is what it is. I'm on to year 4. I'm going to be listening to the show. I'm gonna be hollering at you guys later. And as always, go Canes.
Go Canes. Chris Canes.
Go Canes.
It's you talk, baby.
Chris Canes. Canes roll. What you 229? Jamal Davis. I gotta hold it for Jamal Davis. Jamal Davis, where you at? Chris Cain, you after Jamal Davis. Where you at? Come on and call up Jamal Davis. Where you at?
And while we wait on Baby to call, I want to answer this question. Rob S. He says, do y'all think Mario trying to win Cam the Heisman instead of just winning the conference cost y'all up 21 points, just be efficient and burn clock? And the simple answer to that, sir, no. Because it was on the defense. Cam did his part. Cam did his part. The only game Cam really didn't show up was the Georgia Tech game. And even then, he did what he could do and put us in a position to win. But Mario didn't kick the field goals in that game. And 21-0, that's all on the defense, man. Cam could only do so much. He don't play defense. So to answer your question, Mr. Rob, no, it was the defense.
I still think they should have ran the ball or slowed the game down.
Well, they should have
slowed the ball down, slowed the game down against Syracuse, especially, man, when that we was averaging over 8 yards, I think, per carry.
But let me ask you this, D, real quick before we toss it to Jamal. Was that Mario trying to win a Heisman, or just Mario not understanding how to coach a basic football?
No, I agree with you. That's just Mario. Definitely just not knowing how to coach. I agree with you on that. Yes, definitely. Jamal, what up?
JD.
What the deal? Yeah, that's him not knowing how to coach, because I don't give a damn. You run the ball and kill the clock. Come out of there with the win.
Yeah.
But thing about it is, can we talk football? This way we talk football, ain't it? It ain't no feelings and all that, is it?
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we look at it like I just heard the caller say, like, he shouldn't have spent the money on Cam. But Cam, you ain't this far alone. Right. I mean, you better spend some money next year on a quarterback, or he may be like Florida State. See, the thing about it is, I mean, when they went and got offensive players, they should have went and got a defensive backfield. See, because I looked at the schedule for next year. Next year, y'all gonna be playing like, some competition.
Yeah.
Well, we think competition. You know what I'm saying? Because now in college football, you never know what a team gonna put out with this portal. But I like it.
That's your schedule for next year, y'all. That's the schedule for next year. That's the schedule. Notre Dame at the Rock. First game of the season.
See, because I'm looking at it I'm like, this was the year to do something for them.
Yeah.
And I mean, they should have won out. I mean, you lose to Syracuse and Georgia Tech. But Georgia Tech played Georgia tough. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't saying Georgia Tech was good, but I'm just saying, like, that just show you where the talent at nowadays, man. I mean, like, anybody could get beat on any given Saturday.
Yep.
But I mean, like, I look at it like, I don't know, they make it in, they may not. I think they get in because you got these conference championship games, and like, take Georgia for example. If Georgia lose, that's gonna get them 3 losses?
Yeah, there'll be 3 losses.
So how you put a 3-loss Georgia over Miami?
And let me add
like they did with Alabama.
Let me add to that, since we're gonna be talking playoffs. So let me go ahead and add to that. Not only would that be a 3-loss Georgia team, but that would be a 3-loss Georgia team that almost lost to Georgia Tech in 8 overtimes, and a 3-loss Georgia team that struggled with Florida, and a 3-loss Georgia team that struggled with Kentucky, that only won by a point.
Oh yeah, Georgia got lucky that the quarterback for Florida got hurt. If he don't get hurt, they beat Georgia.
Yes, sir.
They beat Georgia. But now come back now, you know, Miami. Do you think Miami can beat I think it'll be a different game with Florida and Miami if they were to play again.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because I think the defense been exposed.
Absolutely.
They can't cover.
Absolutely.
They can't cover, and the linebackers can't run. I think Miami need to find a defensive coordinator because that defense they running is great garbage, and they need to go back to the 4-3 and recruit linebackers and some defensive backs, and get coaches that can coach. See, I think nowadays. Everybody look at like, you know, they get in and then they bring their friends along and their friends don't know shit. And they yes man and no man. I mean, they yes and they yes sir and no sir men, like they ain't gonna go against what he want. Instead of like go for what's best for the team and what's best for the player. So I mean, I think nowadays all these coaches just grabbing their friends and throwing them in a spot just so they can make a bag.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's going on.
I think so. That's good. That's a good assessment.
And it's killing the university. For it's like, you know, talent-wise, because, hey, man, at the end of the day, everybody want to win. Everybody want to win. And, I mean, you put in position, the people in position to win. I mean, you know, I know, like we were saying, like last week, like, man, there ain't nowhere in the hell Coach Hayes should be sitting on his couch or coaching high school football with how that man break down game film. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's clear that Mario and them can't break down game film. Because if they can break down game film, they'll see everything. I mean, I seen Devin put something on, and he was showing, you know, the flaws in the defense.
Yep.
How they let them get the outside and all this. I mean, and then you come back the very next game and do the same shit. So what that's telling you?
Yeah.
Scheme and coaching.
All I can say, baby. But you know, a lot of people get in their feelings when you go to calling people out. But they two-faced it. Because all the coaches in the past they called out. But for some reason they don't want to call Mario out and his coaching staff. Oh, we got to give him time. He done had 3 years. Now, I'm just saying this a what if. Now, what if he come back next year and go 500? What they gonna say then?
He's still developing. He still need time. He's gonna need more time.
They're gonna say give him time, let him cook. He had a
let him cook. Let him cook.
That's their favorite phrase. You know, they don't want to hold him to nothing.
Let him cook. But see, these Johnny Come Lately fans, football fans, these mom fans. You understand? I call them mom fans. You know, cause he hitting him too hard. Oh, don't do it. Don't. Everybody's soft nowadays. They turning the league soft. You know you playing football. It's football. Contact sport. I'm going to the NFL. Okay, I mean, Trevor Lawrence sliding down. I mean, you know, it's a bang-bang play. You playing football. My job is to stop you from getting the first down. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, they just turning it into a league. Like Georgia Tech game, the running back was running, and y'all linemen hit him in the chest. It was a clean tackle to me.
Yeah.
But they threw him out the game, talking about targeting. I don't know what football coming to. Hello?
Yeah, we here.
Yeah, we listen. We letting you talk.
I think it's also getting harder to coach.
Yeah.
But I had a question though. I had a question. If Mario don't win next year, do you think they get rid of him? Do you think they buy him out of contract?
No.
No.
No, it's still too early. It's too early.
Mario, in my opinion, Mario is going to be here at least 6 to 7 years because
7 years. 7 years, bro. He's going to be 7 years.
At that point, the buyout, because the buyout goes down more and more each year. And in year number 4, that buyout is still huge. So at least 7 years. And then at that point, they probably look at something.
Right.
Is his friend, was his friend or the director?
No. I'll tell you how I think it went, JD. I'm going to tell you how I think it went. Miami has been notorious with not vetting coaching candidates. They did this so many times. They did this with Al Golden.
Oh, you know what I think it be, Larry Frank?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You know what I think it is?
What's that?
I think they listen to these talk shows where these guys don't know nothing, and they listen to them talk shows, and these talk shows hype up a coach or a player or all this, and then they this the hot one, this the one they said we got to get, and then they go grab them. I think that's what it be.
That's got something to do with it. That's got a lot to do with it. Yeah.
I see all of them talking about coaches, and then I see all these coaches, all these schools and NFL teams running to grab that coach they talking about.
Jamal,
so I think the talk shows,
I was just gonna say, I was gonna say this. The Mario hire, in my opinion, was them reaching because of what he had did at Oregon and the fact that, it was just an opportunity. Oregon fans tried to warn us. Oregon fans told us, and they threw the money. They threw the money, and Mario bid on it. But Miami is notoriously never vetted coaches.
Yep.
What he did at Oregon, though?
Well,
I ain't seen nothing he really did.
He didn't do nothing at Oregon, but fan perspective is he won the Pac-12, he won a Rose Bowl, and he beat Ohio State. This is what they're always going to tell you. And he went 35-13 in 4 years at Oregon. In the Pac-12, which is a worse conference than the ACC. This is what they do.
Yeah, you're right, YouTube user. We're in the NIL Porter era. They got an A+ for the offense, but an F for the defense. Fight.
Yep. I mean, how you
total agree.
That's what teams don't understand, man. They go beef up on offense, but what happened when you run into a defense that can stop that offense, and your defense can't stop nopody?
Right.
What happened when you run into a coach that can prepare for your offense? Because that's what's been killing our coaching staff is the opposing coaches. They've been out coached. They're getting out coached
every season,
and they do not do in-game adjustments.
They don't
at all.
You got to be able to adjust in-game. Because I know if you up 21 points and you get beat, it's game adjustment.
And you were averaging over 8 yards a carry on the ground.
And Martinez had got better as the year went along. Like Martinez found his stride. That was the time to give Martinez and Fletcher the rock.
JD, we got to take another caller, bro.
All right, man. Y'all take care, man. I love the show, man. Y'all keep up the good work.
I love you, brother, man. You stay safe, bro.
Love y'all too.
Much love, JD.
All righty.
All right.
JD, y'all.
It's Utah. It's Utah, baby.
Let me give him Canes Roll. Come on with it. Come on with it, Canes Roll. Let me give y'all another plug, man. If I don't know if you caught it at the beginning of the show, but January the 27th, Canes Roll. I'm holding the line for you, Canes Roll. January the 27th, man. We're gonna have real talk with our guy. Hold the line, Canes Roll. We're gonna have our very own Mr. Larry Frank Jr. As the host and Miss Shy Blue as his co-host, man. Shout out to Antonio Abden, man. I just want you guys to check out the promo for the show, man. Check him out, man. Larry Frank, talk about your show real quick, man, before I play the promo. Hold the line, Kingsbro.
Yeah, man. The thing about what we do over here Everybody thinks that it's strictly sports, it's strictly Miami Hurricanes. And you know, with the winning at the game of life, we done proved to y'all so many times that we try to branch out bigger than Miami Hurricane football, bigger than sports, because that's the stereotype that we got as a people. So, adding to the winning at the game of life, we're going to have the Real Talk Topic Show. Topics for the People. It's called You Talk Presents Real Talk Topics for the People. We're going to talk about everything. And not just what myself and Miss Shy want to talk about, but we want y'all send topics to the email. Send your topics that you want to talk about to the email, youtalksportsshow@gmail.com. What you want to do there. And like I say, for everybody that's locked in right here, get your wives, man. Get your wives, your girlfriends, your side pieces. I don't care. Get all of them up in here and tell them to subscribe. We finna talk about some stuff. And nothing's off limits. We talking about everything. And Miss Shy, she's gonna put that feminine spin on things. And I think y'all gonna be surprised, man. I think y'all gonna really like it. So if you ain't locked in right now, you better get ready because the train about to roll. We about to do it.
And I told you when we first got started, when I started the show, that Miami Hurricanes is our team, but this is not a Miami Hurricane just podcast. So the U don't stand for the U. The U stands for universal. To some of you dummies out there that just think that we just talking Hurricane football and that's what the U stand for. No, I don't do that. If you've been following the show from day one, you know that. But check out this promo, man. This is your co-host, Mr. Larry Frank Jr., his new show that's going to be coming up January the 27th.
It's You Talk, baby. It's You Talk, baby.
Shout out to my sister, man, Miss Shy Blue. What's going on, lady? How you doing? Shy Blue, that's my dog. That's my sister. You guys will see her alongside Larry Frank Jr. on January the 27th. Canes Raw, come on in this thing. Talk to us. What it do? What's going on, Canes Raw?
Hey, look, I got to tell y'all the truth. Because I told y'all last year was transvendite. That was an issue last season. Right? So I told y'all transvendite this issue. So let's talk about this season. Because I know I ain't called in a minute, but I had to look at it because this year was the unexpectation season for me. So just checking out everything. We got Cam. You did all this stuff. It kind of reminded me of the year that we had all them coaches that had the big name. We had the broad winning coach. What's his name? Gaddis, and all these big name people. So I was just like, this is the same thing, but just this time it's with players on the offense. So I was just looking at it like Mario always go for the big names, but he don't never go for the big names when it comes to actually having smart coordinators and that don't really have a real true background to them. Because if you look at it, both of the coordinators are like mediocre high school coaches. I mean, just being honest. So you could have brought a Michael Vick in, and he still wouldn't want us no damn national championship because the fact is, like y'all been saying, these guys don't adjust. I don't know who's over the player personnel and talent acquisition because we just let Chris Johnson just hit the transfer portal. I'm kind of pissed off about it. Because we could have really used him in packages. If you're a good offensive coordinator, just like Luke was saying, I hate to agree with Luke, but it's true. If you don't use a lot of your talent, because it's not real competition, because you bringing in transfer portal players because of NIL. Same thing I was telling everybody last season. The reason why they kept playing, starting TVD, because of NIL. It gave them more money to come back from Alabama. You're not getting no fair competition. These guys are not getting no fair competition on that field. They bring in travel portal players. Oh, you're the starter. The front, the D line, if I ain't mistaken, is most of the transfer players other than Ruben Bain, right? And Morgan, right? Same thing with the secondary. Yep. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Back in 2017, you didn't have no transfer portal, right? But we still had the same record. But we had better coaches. We had better coordinators. Whether we want to admit it or not with Mark Richt, but we did. Because he developed them well. And if you want to keep bringing in transfer portal players, you're going to keep running our recruits away that do have the talent, that is hunger, that is showing you that they are here for the youth.
Yes.
And we're going to keep on, we're going to keep setting back more than we're going to go forward. So my thing is, you need a better talent acquisition, player personnel with the schemes. You need definitely an offense on a better play package guy, because Cam, don't get me wrong, Cam did his little Superman shit, Twinkle, wickle, whatever shit, the little run around in circles. He did it too much sometimes, but he still did a lot of good passes. But my thing is, without the leadership, without the correct leadership, I don't give a damn who you buy in the transfer portal. I don't care who you buy in the transfer portal. Without Mario either getting better coordinators, it don't matter, dog. We can say argue all that shit all day long. Without the proper leadership, and we got to get the coordinators that's gonna adjust their playbook to the players, not to their playbook. You get that going, it don't really matter who you bring in. It don't matter who you bring in, but as long as you got coordinators that's high school coaches that don't know shit, I mean, at the end of the day, we're gonna look like a 10. We're gonna have a 10-win season most of the time, or we might have less than that because of the fact they don't know how to make the adjustments. Why would you sit there and keep putting Meach Powell in a certain spot you know he ain't gonna achieve it? Why you don't play Zaquan Patterson here? I don't know who's the player personnel. This is my biggest issue. I don't know who the player personnel. I don't know who the talent acquisition, but they need to be fired. Whoever the fuck that is, they need to be fired. Because they putting players in the wrong position. They're not sitting there putting the right players out there. And then on offense, I hate to say it, Shannon Dawson really ain't making no packages to get Chris Johnson in, ain't getting no package to put Ray in, ain't really getting different things, because a lot of people say the wide receivers ain't getting open. Okay, Chris Johnson fast as hell. Ray fast as hell. And we can make packages for them. And I ain't talking about no bullshit-ass jet sweep. I ain't talking about no bullshit-ass screen. I'm talking about some actual plays where they can get in that cause havoc because they got no fucking film on them. That's what offensive coordinators do. Great offensive coordinators do. They make packages so they can have creation. Because if you look at it, X ain't that fast. What's his name? Sam Brown can't catch. Let's see. Who else? Who the other one? I can't even remember right now.
Isaiah Horton.
Isaiah Horton. He tall, but he can't really get good separation. You know what I'm saying? Then you had a Royal sitting out there, middle of Thailand. Ain't nobody fucking getting him the goddamn ball but once, twice a game. He could have took over a lot of games.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't think that Isaiah Horton was getting separation?
Sometimes he would. I'm not saying he wasn't getting all the time. I'm saying sometimes he wouldn't. Like, if we playing a pretty decent defense, I didn't see too much separation. Now, time and passing, that's on Cam Ward. Cam Ward should have took a lot of time and passing check down. In some of them games, he didn't take them. You know what I'm saying? But that's Cam Ward. That's what he does. He looks down the field. He do the backyard play thing. Whoop. Sometimes you can have too much of a quarterback, and sometimes you just need a quarterback that can manage the game. And we had too much of a quarterback, if you ask me. But, you know what I'm saying, everybody keeps saying we won't be a 10-win season. It's possible to be a 10-win season without a Cam Ward if you have the right coordinators, because we don't did it before. It don't happen before. We can't say, we got Cam Ward. A lot of times Cam Ward had to dig himself out the goddamn dirt in some of the games to win the games because of the fact that he called out on a lot of drives when he had to be Superman. Let's be honest.
Listen up. Look at your screen, Kane. Well, look at what Mr. Perkins just said.
He just put some truth on.
Athletes on a 21-point lead going into the second quarter still loses. That's 110% on coach.
Yes.
True. Nothing but fight.
It's Utah, baby.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's coaching. It's coaching. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. It's the coaching. We can have whoever. Like I said, we can have whoever. As long as the coaching is not good, it doesn't matter who you got on offense. They can offense be good. Defense be bad. It just depends on the coaching.
Thank you.
I mean, Mario, this is my expectation year coming up, the fourth year. You got Emory Williams sitting there. It was already bad you already gonna fuck Ja'Cory Brown. But now you're gonna sit here and try to fuck Emory? Like, dog, that's telling me you don't believe in your own development. And what does the recruits look at? Oh, damn, they keep bringing transfer players in. They keep starting as soon as they come in the door. So I know it ain't no real competition. A lot of recruits look at that.
Yep.
A lot of recruits look at that. And you're gonna set yourself back doing shit like that.
Cannon.
That's what pissed me off. That's what pissed me off about with Chris Johnson. This cat could have did some major shit. If you put him in packages, he didn't even try. I understand the wide receiver we had starting 500 breaking records. What the fuck did that get us out of the playoffs? I mean, what was all that for? What does the difference in these transfer portal players in the win-loss column? It gave you the same record you have in 2017. What does it give you? Dabo Swinney got a non-transfer team in the fucking ACC championship. I'm just saying, it's the scouting, it's the player personnel, it's the coaches. If Mario don't sit there and humble himself and get some people that's smarter than him, it just ain't that shit. It ain't gonna work. But it's like if I see him bring another transfer quarterback in this season, I'm gonna just be like, I'm disappointed in you, Mario, because at the end of the day, let's see what you develop. Let's see what you truly look like. Because last year, I'm gonna bring up a score. Last year we played Georgia Tech and we fucked up with a bad quarterback, right? So it was 28-20 this year. Guess what last year's score was? 23-20. So the only reason difference between last season and this season is that we had two players. No, three, my bad. Three players. Cam Kitchens, James Williams, and Corey Flaggs that knew where to put people at. They disguised Gildry at that moment. They covered the blanket. They literally disguised Gildry. They helped this man not keep his job, dog. Gildry been like this, dog. Everybody just not seeing it this year. 23-20 last season, 28-20. You just remember that goddamn score. How many more points that is compared to last season? Gildry been like that, dog. Just like that, like I pointed out about the transgender dude, the Tyler Van Dyke. I'm trying to tell y'all, this shit been going on, dog. Shit been going on. This shit been going on. Mario just got to go ahead and bite the bullet. Hey, man, go holler at Dan Mother. Go holler at Will Muschamp. Get some people that know what the fuck they doing, dog.
Yeah.
Go get some people that know what they doing. Just coach the O-line and recruit. That's all you got to do. And whoever your player personnel and scheme shit, hey, you need to get some better ones because these ain't working. It's all coaching. I mean, the players can only do what they are born to do, what they capable of doing with birth. I mean, they slow as shit. They just slow as shit. But it's on the coach to put the right people out there. You know what I'm saying? They can only do what they can do now. Like what? They can't just pop one of them pills, and just Superman that hoe. They can't do that shit. What you see is what the fuck you get, dog. That's what you get. That's all you get, and it's on the coaches that claim they know what they see on the practice field. And practice warriors don't. They should have been learned this shit. Practice warriors don't get you too far. We don't see it in the past. Shout out to Money. Practice warriors don't get you too far. You might got just some game day guys that don't do go hard in practice, but you will never know. Everybody like, he ain't got enough spin. You can't get no spin when you don't see the goddamn field enough. How we gonna know? How we gonna know? We don't fucking know. Can we go to the same regular Florida State? I fucking doubt it. Even on the worst yield, I can doubt it. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that shit. I don't give a damn. You don't see Emory play against a Clemson and won against a good defense. I mean, come on. Your offense ain't gonna be struggling. It's built to last, okay? The defense secondary always been questionable. Even the line, get some better scouts. Because clearly these guys only play when they want to fucking play. Get some better scouts. Better analysis. Be smart. Stop going for the stars.
There you go.
Stop always paying attention to the goddamn numbers. Do the eye test, dog. Do the eye test. Do the old school eye test, dog. Stop fucking reading these numbers. And as far as Mario with this analytic bullshit, hey, if we want a computer, everybody got one at home. We don't need one coaching. Okay? Well, my bad, y'all. I just had to get that on my ticket. I was pissed off at Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
When I seen Chris Johnson got that transport, that's who I normally whoop everybody ass with on college football. All you gotta do is send the guy on the fly, he gonna beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if y'all still want that ass whooping on the video game,
you ain't doing that.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
You ain't playing Madden. Hey, I done told you I'm at the champion level up, man. I'm at the champion level. I'm almost about to be ranked, so I know you don't want it. You don't want it in Madden. I ain't playing that college. I can't do nothing with that college, man. That college, man.
Hey, look, give me a couple of weeks. I'm gonna have that Madden. Give me a couple of weeks. I'm gonna have that Madden.
Okay.
Larry Frank already know what it is. Okay. Larry Frank already know what it is.
Oh man, I had my air conditioner was broke that day. I was hot, man. I had sweat in my eye. I couldn't see what stick I was pressing.
Hold on, now what? Now y'all don't play. You and Larry Frank. Hold on. What
we ran a couple of games. We ran a couple of games.
What happened, Frank? Talk to me.
He won.
What the score was?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but he won.
Came wrong. What you did to my old boy?
No, I think I inboxed you on your own messenger. It was a blowout. You know what it is.
You took a picture. I think you showed it to him. Yeah.
No, everybody saying that. It's a blowout.
Hey, they say which Brown player left Miami? Is a Brown player that left Miami?
No, he talking about Ja'Cory. He talking about Ja'Cory Brown when Ja'Cory had left. He said first Brown had left, and then now Chris Johnson.
But check it out though, man. I don't remember seeing that. What the score was, man? In the let me say the blood. What the score was?
What it was, man.
Damn, man. Hey, stop doing my boy like that, Cameron.
It was like what it was, Larry Frank? It was like 6 something.
It was 13-10. It was a hard fought victory by you. It was 13-10.
No, it wasn't. It was like 60 something to like maybe 30 something.
I don't know, man. Man, like I said, you know our boy Cage Raw. The man Cage Raw.
The real Miami defense, man. Dog, what's going on?
Hold on. Man, you know Cage Raw be drinking that liquor and sipping on that liquor. You know he's sipping right now, man. It was 13-10. That's what it was.
Larry Frank, you gave up 60 points, Larry Frank. You gave up 60 points on the game, Larry
Frank. I cannot confirm or deny that accusation, sir. Let's just say we playing Madden, and I had Kenny Pickett. I had Kenny Pickett as my quarterback. That's all I'm gonna say.
Lakers all day. You wanted Lakers all day. Rico Skill Tester. That's my name. That's my screen name, man. I'm at the champion level. You better bring it.
I already added Cage Raw. I added Cage Raw on my NCAA, so he already on there.
Hey, email me your screen name, Lakers all day. I'm about to put the email up here, man, so I can see you, so I can friend request you. There it is, right here.
You know what you ought to do.
To me.
You know what you ought to do. I think there's a way you can create a league. We ought to create an online U-Talk league and get so many people in there and do a U-Talk Madden league or whatever. Got to look into that.
Yeah, we do that. I ain't messing with NCAA. I don't play that shit. I don't even know why I bought that, man. I don't like that. I don't like the NCAA.
Shit, I love that NCAA.
But I hate it. But I don't do nothing. I don't play nothing but Madden. But no, man, Kane, bro, we appreciate you, man. Like always, like I say, go on and send that, send your screen name to the email, or hit me in the messenger. You know what we do. Call me.
Yeah, and look, next time we play, man, like I say, I'm gonna get you, man. Cause 13-10, boy, that was a hard fought game that you won that day, boy.
I said it. What that is?
He stuck with that 13-10, boy.
13-10, boy. That doggone Kenny Pickett couldn't throw for nothing.
I know Larry Frank didn't let him put 60 points up on.
13-10, man. 13-10.
I'm gonna resend it to you. I'm gonna resend it to your message, dog. Cause it's still on there.
Yeah. Do that, man.
13-10. 13. Hey, man. If it's anything else, man, Craig Raw got it. He got hacked. If it's anything else, man. You know them hackers, they working hard right now.
Hey, I had them Dolphins too.
Yeah, he did. He had Tyreek and Jalen and Tua and all of them. Yeah.
Also, this was Madden. This was Madden. This
was Madden. No, it wasn't no NCAA. It was Madden. That was 24. Madden 24.
24.
Damn.
13-10, man. He got me 13-10. He got me 13-10.
No, it was like 6 something, dog. Come on, man.
Hey,
it was 60-some points. Man, we played about 5 games, so 13-10 5 times, it's gonna come up to about 60. So
Rob S. say Lashley gonna have Chris Johnson looking like Reggie Bush over there, man, when he get over to SMU.
Hey, you know what? Real talk. You know what? That's the thing you got to watch out for, because if SMU in year 1 under Lashley, we see that offense is good, and we see what they're doing, if he can show something, especially if they win tomorrow, and you start pulling in guys, not just from Miami, but if SMU becomes to look like an attractive program, Dallas is a real nice city. That could become a team that's on the come up. So yeah.
Yep. That's what I said, man. Whew. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get out this line, man. Let somebody else call in.
All right, I got.
All right, man.
You,
Good
man,
talking
in a
to
minute,
you, bro.
man.
All right.
All right, Kane, bro.
It's you talk, baby.
Yeah. Damn, Frank. Damn it, man. No, you got to get some get back, bro. You got to get some get back, cuz. You got to.
Man, hey, man, I'm going to avenge that 13-10 loss.
Hey, for sure. Listen, man, we done been going an hour and 10, man. I think we let everybody have an opportunity. I think we got a phone call. South Coast Kane is in the building.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
We doing great.
We are doing great. Good, South Coast. How are you doing?
Man, look, I man, it's been a good week. A lot of good fellowship between my review show and got to finally spend time with Bottom of the Map Wednesday night. Now I'm here Friday night with you fine folks. But yeah, I mean, I kind of echo everything everybody's been talking about. I mean, as far as the playoff goes, people can be mad, glad, happy, sad about what team is what and what team is where and what team is not. But at the end of the day, from my perspective, I mean, Miami had their chance. They had it. They had it right there, and they choked on it, kicking field goals when you shouldn't be kicking field goals. And, early, about midway through the season, I pissed a lot of people off when I said this Miami team is not a top 15 team. The offense may be top 5, but the team is not top 15. But, yeah, and then you got the CCC out there begging and pleading and all this crap, looking pathetic, trying to beg Miami's way in, which, I mean, if they get in, great, but they haven't done anything to earn it. They had their chance to go to the ACC championship game, but they didn't do it. But, it is what it is. And as far as the coaching staff, Mario's going to continue to get these Division II wannabe coaches because Mario wants to be the head bitch. He wants to be the man. He don't want because if you bring in anybody, any assistant, like a coordinator that has aspirations of being a coach, Mario ain't going to stand for that because that's going to get in the way of him being the head bitch, dude. And, we're stuck like Chuck for at least 6-7 years, like you said. It's going to be like this at least till 2030, 2031. I hate to say it, but the facts are the facts. I was told that Mario is this master elite recruiter, but yet they only pulled in the number 12, maybe number 11 recruiting class this week. Again, you got Mr. Chris Johnson. He decided to leave. So, I mean, the transfers are starting to begin. And, if Miami gets stuck in the Pop-Tart Bowl or the Ripple Bowl or whatever, you're going to see basically the Pinstripe Bowl of last year 2.0. We were told there was depth, but it ain't there. It's going to be the same old. And I'll be honest with you. I kind of thought about this, but if Guidry and Dawson are still here for next season, I'm thinking about taking a road trip and seeing if I can get like a one-on-one interview and find out, sit down with them and say, what the hell's going on, guys? Because, Dawson's, his family just right up the road from me. And, Idri, they right there in Welsh, right down I-10. But, yeah, I mean, again, it's development. There's no development of the talent, and of course, the development of the talent, that's been lacking for 20 years now. But
right.
It's going to be what it's going to be. I mean, I don't know. I hate to say it, because if Miami gets the fortune of, backdooring into the playoffs, they're going to get their asses handed to them with this defense. I mean, do you think something's actually going to change with the defense if they go to the playoffs? I doubt it. It ain't changed in 2.5 months, But anyway, it is what it is.
Hold up, South Coast. Hold up, South Coast.
Yeah.
I wanna, and I'm gonna tell you, I agree, man. Everything you're saying, you're making some great points, and I can't argue none of what you're saying. But I'm glad you called, South Coast. I'm glad you called because I gotta talk to you, dude. I gotta talk to you, and
talk to me.
That's why I want to have a conversation, and to the chat and South Coast, I want you to bear with me because we got a couple of things we need to cover. I'm glad you're here because other people obviously are not here, but I feel like you're here is a representation of the other people. So since the other people are with you, you're here. So I just want to ask you a couple of things. And first and foremost, man, I missed your show on Tuesday, but I caught the replay.
Okay.
I caught the replay. I did see the
fine.
replay. And
That's
man,
cool. I mean,
I seen some vitriol coming from your co-host, and I ain't talking about Shad because we love Shad. That's our guy. He's always in the chat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even Studio, man. I know Studio drives me up a wall with his takes sometimes. But Studio is good people, bro. He's good people. I love Studio because he's got energetic. He's positive.
Right.
But I gotta ask you a question, man, about your co-host. And I'm not going to even say his name because he's not worth me giving him any kind of name recognition at this point. And for those in the chat who don't know who I'm talking about, it's the guy that was always in this chat over here, anti-Mario, always, in the chat, always calling. Y'all figure out who it is. Y'all know who it is. It's the person that hasn't been here for 2 weeks. But man, I was disturbed, man. I was disturbed when I watched this replay because when I watched this replay of the show, bro, I saw your boy reeling off a lot of bad stuff about Devin and myself. He even went so far as to talk about some of our members over here who never addressed him or really told him anything, So I'm kind of perplexed about, what the intentions of that is. So let me just I'm gonna put my points out right quick. Because I want to get everything out, and then I'll let you rebuttal.
I would love to. Yes.
Yeah. So the thing that got me the most, the real thing that really jumped out at me is he went on to call Devin and myself some female dogs and female genitalia. Synonym begins with the P word that precedes cats. And I'm trying to figure out, what was the purpose of that? Because where I come from here in Louisiana, as you know, you've down here with me, where D comes from in Florida, which I know how Florida boys is, real B's and P's, they're the ones that hide their faces. So I'm trying to figure out how this dude is up here calling us these names and all of that, disrespecting our chats, disrespecting us, telling lies on us, trying to reference past shows in which he's telling half-truths. And I'm trying to figure out what his reasoning for doing that was. The second thing he did that I didn't like, and put it to you like this. This is going to be the last time that we address this cat and give him any of our energy, because credit to Mr. Magic, who always is like a big brother that gives us so much inspiration. That jackass ain't worth our energy. But since you called in and we weren't worrying about it, we got to put it to bed tonight. So he brings up E. Gray. who is a great friend of myself and Devin. And regardless of whatever happened that E-Gray is no longer here, we still rock with E-Gray. He was on the show not even 2 months ago. He calls D all the time. He calls me. Matter of fact, he called me last week and I was busy. I got to call him back, which I'm going to hit. If you're watching E-Gray, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Same thing with you, Rocky. I'm going to call you too. But he brings up E-Gray. And then I think one of the biggest things is he's misrepresenting himself like he did so much for this U-Talk brand, because truthfully, yes, I'll give him the credit of being here in the chat from day one and typing and giving his opinions in the chat from day one. That he did. But this dude ain't never gave a dime to U-Talk. He never showed up to a U-Talk bash, never gave any ideas on how to make U-Talk better, never nothing. All he ever does is try to come here with his Howard Stern shock jock bullshit, just trying to gain likes and shit like that from people. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, what is his problem and why he came at us, part one. And then South Coast, man, that's why I'm asking you the question, because, dude, ever since we've been rocking with you, you've always been a ray of positivity. But I was a little bothered because I'm watching the show the other night and I'm watching you giggling and laughing at some of this stuff, bro. It wasn't no good look. So I'm gonna give you opportunity. Help me out, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. All right. Okay. And I'm gonna be straight with you. Yeah, okay. I was kind of giggling, laughing, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is getting kind of crazy. Okay, and here's the thing. Honest, dude. That what is going on is between you and him. Okay. I gave him an opportunity to speak his mind with no preferential treatment to anybody. Okay. And yeah, he said some things, made some comments, and I guess just out of nervousness or whatever, I just kind of, like you said, maybe a giggle or something like that. I'm like, because like I said, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is serious, you know. But yeah, I am a neutral party. Okay, I don't endorse or condone anybody. Okay. I just wanted to offer, I mean, because he wasn't able to give his rebuttal or his comments the other night on y'all's show. All right. And I figured, okay, if you want to say something, say it. Okay. And I just want y'all to understand that, again, I'm not on anybody's side. You see where I'm getting at? Because, dude, I'll be honest with you. I mean, if y'all both show up on my show and y'all want to have, y'all welcome to air your grievances out.
I would not do that. Okay? I would not do that out of the respect.
I know, but I understand. I understand.
Out of respect to this platform, I'm not gonna represent you talking that light, bro. I'm not doing that.
I understand. But what I'm getting at is, you know, whatever differences are happening between y'all, that's between y'all. Okay. I'm not here to promote. I'm not here to demote. And I sure as hell ain't here to show favoritism to anybody. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, first off, I apologize if you thought that I may have misrepresented, been a misrepresentative of myself or anything, and may have made you misconstrue anything. Yeah, I apologize for that. That is not.
And I'll tell you real quick. Let me interject real quick. Yeah, it did look like that. It does look like that, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna just explain why. Like I said, we're having a conversation. That's the problem with the world today. Nobody talks about that. So we're gonna air this out.
Yeah.
So the reason why it looks like, you know, it's looking kind of shiesty on your part is because, and I know when you came in the other show, you had said that you know, and you were clowning, but it was copyright infringement. You remember the copyright infringement comment?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. But let's remember something. The original copyright infringement was initiated on your platform when you pulled up our thing trying to legitimize what he was saying when he was lying. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
here's the kicker and the twist with that. Watch him, dog, because I'm gonna tell you why. What he said about us on your platform, not only is copyright infringement, which me and Dev, we ain't worried about that, but it sets up for defamation and slander. Because guess what? He's naming Devin, he's naming me, and he's lying. Because we got receipts, we got text message receipts, we got records. And I'm gonna say this, and we're good. I'm done after I say this. Me and this man over here that I'm pointing at, we are brothers from other mothers. We are a solid. Ain't nobody gonna put no wedge in between us. Ain't nobody coming at us to try to tear this platform down, this brotherhood down, this friendship down, this kinship down. We are solid, and just the way that everything was looking, where it's like, okay, you know, he wants to see me fail, or I want to see him fail, blah blah blah, and this thing tear down. No, we building things over here. So I just wanted to make sure that we get on into the air. And the last thing I'm gonna say,
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
The last thing I'm gonna say about this whole matter, and I'm done. And if D wants to address it, it's on him to address it. Shouts out to all of our paid memberships. Shouts out to all of our paid memberships. But please believe, a paid membership is not a contract where you are paying to get disrespectful to us, because a paid membership, you will get your money back and get revoked quickly. So that's what I got. The South Coast, if you want to, whatever, you know, because we done after this. Like we ain't got no issues after this.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, look. After the gentleman said his piece, that's it. As far as I'm concerned, on my channel, that's it. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Okay. And again, Mr. Frank, look, heartfelt, bro, and Mr. Devin, I am sorry if you thought I may have, you know, no, that is, I'm not, again, I am not on anybody's side, dude. No, I am not.
I got you. I got you, man.
And I
apologize.
Got you. I mean, seriously, and Mr. Frank, I wish I was looking at you face to face, brother, because I would definitely say the same damn thing.
I got you on that. I got you on that because, like I said, it's just
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Hold on. The fact that it was allowed, as JB said earlier, the fact that it was allowed, even if, and that's what I want you to understand, even if you weren't co-signing for what he said, you should not have. I'm not saying you got to defend me and Devin. I ain't saying you got to say, man, don't say that about them, blah, blah, blah. I get that. You want to stay neutral. That's cool. Hey, man, I totally understand. But allowing it. See, like over here, when stuff gets out of pocket, we shut stuff down over here, you know, if it's going to get to the point where it's out of pocket. So, yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, you're right. I probably did make a bad decision to let that continue. Yeah, I probably did. And I apologize for that again. But look, I mean, there's no more. It's over.
Yeah.
You know, if anything's going to be said, you know, I think I may have said this on Tuesday night, but yeah, that's it. No more. It's it. Any other talking needs to be between the parties affected. Okay, that's it.
Well,
and the last thing that
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, no, the last thing I wanted to do was to give the impression that, you know, I was giving credence to one side over the other, when my true intention was just to, okay, if you want to say something, say it. Didn't expect it to come out like that, and I probably should have said, maybe I should have said something and I didn't. I apologize once again. But as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Frank, Mr. Devin, look, it's no more. It's done. That there will be no more talk about it whatsoever.
Oh, we good. We good.
I know.
Here's the thing. I want to say this real quick. Here's the thing. And we ain't gonna keep this going on because, like I said, we don't want to keep this thing.
Right.
You can diffuse the situation all you want, but you know how that other person is. So at the end of the day, all I'm gonna tell you is get ready because he's a snake. If you go against his judgment, if you go against him, he's gonna turn on you. He did it with Flo, he did it with Coach Hayes, he did it with us, and don't be surprised if he ain't gonna do it with you. So,
well,
we're done officially over here on our side.
Yeah, and it's going to be what it's going to be. But again, it's over. No more talk of this. It's done. Everybody said it's done. It will not be. It's going to be tough love. It's just not. That's it. We're not talking about it no more. We got enough bullshit to talk about with Miami football before we get into the days of our lives, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
And no, it's it. That was it. It's over. It's done.
Absolutely.
And look, if anybody, including you and Mr. Devin, call me out, say, hey, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Okay, because again, that is not my intention, none whatsoever. And that's it. No more. As far as of right now, I mean, that's it. I'm not going to even entertain it no more.
I'm good. I'm good on it. I'm good on this conversation. But I can't speak for my brother over there. So if he's got something to say, I'm done. I've said we're solid. D, it's on you.
No, I'm good, bro.
You good?
I'm good. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad you said something, Mr. Frank. I appreciate you doing that. I really do. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh man, my name Larry Frank, man. It ain't me if I don't say what's on my mind. So hey, it is.
That's right.
It is what it is,
That's
man.
right.
It is what it is. So I mean, the sun gonna come up tomorrow, and the Canes are still gonna be pissing us off. So hey, it is. We just had to handle business. That's all.
We got to, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it very much. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah,
talking about Mario and his lack of ability as a coach and all that stuff moving forward.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. We'll see. But anyway, I guess that's really about it. I still appreciate what y'all doing. I still got nothing but love for you. And that's about all I got, man. Y'all want to be on Monday night next week, or y'all through?
We normally we'll have a bowl game edition, but we pretty much this is the end of the season.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got other things. We got other things to work on.
Oh yeah, I know you got the real talk.
Yeah. We turning our attention to other things.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of our Miami Hurricane YouTubers are. They talk about the same thing in the off season for 8 months. We can't do that. We got to be proactive.
No,
we got our haters and our congratulators, so we just got to do our thing. Brother.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, and it's been a great season talking with y'all, and I look forward to the real talk. I'll be chiming in, but it's cool. It's all good, baby. It's all good. So, that's all I got, man. I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for being who you are, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Likewise.
And like I said,
thank you.
If any, don't feel bad. Call me out, baby. Call me out.
No. Business is handled. Everything is cool, man. We moving on, man. We talking Canes.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, man. Well, look, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate it, and we're gonna talk with y'all later.
All right, South Coast.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Later, South Coast.
It's you talk, baby.
Yo. Great call, man. Great call, man. We had an hour and 34 minutes, man. Yeah, Larry Frank, man. One more again, man. Let's get the hell on, man. You talk family. Oh, hold on, man. Let me get B Mike, y'all. We got B Mike in here, man. Let's bring B Mike, man. B Mike is in the building, man. Shout out to B Mike. What's going on, brother? It's the last call of the night, y'all, man. B Mike, man, our brother.
What's up, B Mike?
What's going on, fella? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Loud
sir.
and clear. Loud and clear. How you doing?
Oh shit, damn, L. I had to doze off, boy. I thought I was gonna have to go to the club and get my shit, boy.
Boy, you been hanging around Magic
Hey.
too long now, huh?
Look, nah, cause I'm gonna tell you something, player. I mean, it's all good, man. It's one of them things where everybody needs to be able to, you know, talk out their differences. Everything don't
Yes, sir.
always have to revert to no acting no fool, man, because they already want to put the labels on it anyway. But at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
you know, I'm listening to y'all cats, man. That's a good thing y'all was able to squash that, man, because got to remember one thing, though, LD, man, I've been rocking with you boys ever since y'all started this show, man.
Yes, you have.
Y'all cats got to always remember, man, everybody want to be successful, but don't nobody want to put the work in.
Ooh, boy.
So,
you said a word.
Can't get mad at nonsense, brother. Just keep working.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm glad I got a chance to talk to y'all cats, man, because, you know, of course, what I've been, you know, going through with my wife, I appreciate all the prayers.
Always.
It's a job, man. I'm just going to be honest with you. When I tell you, it's really got me looking at life a little bit different. And then, along with that, man, her brother, my brother-in-law, he had a mild stroke.
Oh,
so on top of that, you know,
prayers
we
up,
got to
brother.
deal with that. But he doing good. He doing good. So I just want the Utah family to know, man, we appreciate the prayers.
Yes, sir.
And if I don't get a chance to talk to y'all cats, man, I love y'all boys, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to the whole Utah family. And man, you know, everybody got to get that mindset, man, that it's only football. I mean, I know, you know, what you said is true. Everybody don't know what that you really stand for. And to be honest with you, if you don't understand what that you really stand for, you the fool. You feel me? You the fool. So that's just what it is, bro. Like I told you, it ain't for you to get everybody to understand what that you is. Only the real ones gonna understand that you.
Thank you, brother.
That's just what it is. But at the end of the day, man, I really don't know how to feel. But I told y'all cats, man, a while back, when we hired Mario, man, what if this shit don't work?
Yes, sir. You said
Everybody
it.
gonna say, everybody saying, you know, and you know, I'm happy that Miami went 10-2. I really am. But it's not that kind of happy that 10-2 this season was not dominant. I feel like that 10-2 was not. You got to understand what I'm saying. It don't feel like it was an earned 10-2.
Right.
Because it's like the fans telling you, everybody telling you, man, your defense ain't right. Your defense ain't right. And you still doing the same shit over and over again. The same shit over and over again. Now, here's my thing. Mario, you got to look yourself in the mirror and you got to ask yourself, if I keep this man another year, what's gonna happen? Because it's like this here. I was listening to a show on YouTube. I can't call the cat's name, man. It's these three white guys. I can't call their name, but they made some good points.
Was it the Orange Bowl boys?
In a situation. It wasn't the Orange Bowl boys. It's three other
cats. The Rock Boys or something.
Yeah, I think you had a Rock Boy. They be breaking down the film.
Yeah.
Good point. He said, man, you should have called. Gridry should have got called out after the Cal game.
Yep.
And if you would have called him out and you would have forced him to change up some of his shit, it probably would have looked different. Here's what Gidry did. Gidry rolled what got him this job, thinking it's one of those things. It's gonna work. This is my defense. This is what I did at Marshall. Okay, well, here's what you got to think, and that it did nobody pay attention to. I don't think nobody with Miami paid attention to. Did you go back and check that season that he was coaching at Marshall? Did you go back and check that season that our majority of those players was probably in his little thing for about 2 years or whatever, but he only prepared for one game? That was against Notre Dame, and that Notre Dame team wasn't really that good that year. And I'm not taking nothing away from it. Yeah, the defense played good, but let's just keep it a buck. That was for one game. If you go back and check this guy's resume, he should have never got a job at Miami. And just like one of the callers said early,
Miami got to stop hiring all these Division II ass coaches and below average ass coaches and thinking that I'm catching lightning in a bottle. That's why I told you I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid. I ain't getting hyped over this shit because the expectations right now and the season ain't even started next year. It's gonna be the same shit.
Or worse.
Unless you get a different coach in here, change up this coaching staff, it's gonna be the same shit. The same shit. Because why? Everybody's expectation is gonna be the same. Mario's gonna be who Mario is. He ain't gonna bitch him out. Mario got this mentality, I want to be tough, but behind closed doors, I don't want to get rid of a guy because I want him to find a job first. Fuck that, bro. Just like Nick Saban said, if you're not coming in here every year, your offense in the top 10 and your defense is not in the top 10, I don't need you. I don't need you because you're not going to work hard to keep me in that top 10 category. You're going to take off. And see, that's the problem. Your coaches are not doing their job when it comes to keeping your program at a top 10 status. I'm going to tell you something else. Georgia, you can write this down. Kirby Smart finna make some changes over there at that program. Because you go from being a top 10 and this, that, and this, and it's falling, you gotta make some changes. Something gotta give. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the NIL has got something to do with that because you got players transferring out and all that. But at the same time, what are you doing to get your players in, and what are you going to do to keep that team where it needs to be? And here's another thing I heard today. You heard what Oregon is doing now. Bill Knight, one of the top recruits, is setting up now where one of these guys can create his own shoes up under Nike. So when you look at the NIL, the shit is starting to change. Mm-hmm. If you mean to tell me you go tell a kid that's been wearing Jordans, Air Max, and all these different type of Nikes, hey, why don't you come over here and I'll let you create your own shoe? You don't think they're gonna jump to that? So everything is changing now. Everything is changing. It ain't just about. It's not gonna only just be about coaching now. Coaching is gonna be a big part of it. But if you don't have the right coaches in place, and you got people with like Oregon Field with that Texas and that Oregon money, they're gonna be able to come in and get whoever the hell they want to get recruiting wise. Now, my opinion, I wouldn't be paying no high school kid the type of money that some of these kids are getting because they ain't did shit on the field. It ain't proven. But the point I'm making is Mario retarded ass better start paying attention that everything is changing now. It's changing every day. If your OC or your DC is sucking, other teams can use that against you when it comes to NIL and recruiting and that portal. Hey, you want to go here? The defense ain't hitting no shit over here. Yeah, they may have an NIL, but won't you come over here where we got a decent-ass defense? We can also do this over here for you and do that. Those players are going to start looking at that. Yeah, you got Cam Ward this year, but you may not strike gold this upcoming season. Then what are you going to do? Mm-hmm. That's why I say, if you're going to fire this guy, get rid of his ass now.
Now.
I don't give a fuck about no bowl game. Let's just keep it a buck, man.
And damn that recruiting shit. Damn that recruiting stuff too. Get rid of him now, bro.
It's not gonna happen.
Get rid of him now. Because guess what? No one is going to give a damn about no fucking bowl game. I don't give a damn. Mm-hmm. And especially if you go into Camping World Stadium, that's a fucking ashtray. Ain't nobody watching that game, and ain't nobody going.
But King Cal, they gonna flip anyway, though, bro. They flipping right now, bro.
Yeah,
they flipping whether he, you know what I'm saying, King Cal. I'm just saying, bro.
Hilton Stubbs just flipped. So what about that? That's what they don't understand.
And then here's what you got to understand. It's not just gonna be this year. This shit is changing every day.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the shit that they giving these young boys coming straight out of high school, and then you got all these top players getting into the NIL. Everybody is looking for money. Mm-hmm. But you think I want to go play for a program
especially if I'm a DB or if I'm a top defensive player. You think I want to come play for Miami after everybody been ragging your damn DC and seeing this bullshit where y'all had Cam Ward and y'all couldn't even get to the goddamn championship game because of your defense?
Right.
And your defense and the person you got that's a defensive coach. So it ain't really about nobody flipping. Your defense, your staff is suck. They ain't developing. They ain't doing shit. So now is the time. You don't wait till February. Well, I'm gonna fire. No, you need to fire his ass now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the longer you wait, the more shit you create.
Yes, sir. You
gotta get his ass out of here now. And the same thing with Dawson. If you want to leave, my boy, you gotta leave. Hey, deuces. I got to move on.
Yeah.
All that sitting around waiting 2 and 3 months and shit, you can't do that no more. That shit dead.
B-Mac.
Everything.
Let me ask you a question. They see everybody, and I love what you're saying. Everybody saying the same thing, talking about the kids are gonna flip. Well, B-Mac, let me ask you a question because I know we all on the same page when I'm about to ask you. If the kids flip because Gidry leave, ain't Mario an all-star recruiter?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be.
That's a good.
Yeah,
That's a
$80
good
million
point. Right.
recruiter. Is he?
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying. If and then see, here's the thing. If Gidry leaves and Mario's supposed to be this top recruiter, shit, you ought to be able to get somebody that's gonna come in, a top coach that's gonna come in that can fix that.
Yes.
See, that's how you fix that. Let me go get me a good DC that I know that these players are gonna want to play for. Versus, you mean to tell me you scared to pull a card on a goddamn DC that you just got that was, you know, coaching at Marshall last year, and that make me state, and that's supposed to be a threat to me, going to firing your ass and getting me somebody that's gonna come in here that's gonna really that's gonna straighten up my defense. Because let's keep it a buck. If Cam wouldn't have came, Dawson ass was gone. Because you remember when I told y'all at the beginning of the year, oh, he coaching for his goddamn job. But what he's been doing behind the scenes, he's been interviewing, trying to get other jobs.
He's trying to get the hell out of Dodge.
Exactly. So if he's trying to get out, and you know you may have to replace him, and you already know you got a shit show for defense, don't you think, man, you know what, fuck it. But see, and I'm gonna say this, and I know it's gotta happen. I'm past last year is pretty much this past year is in the rear view, so fuck it, it's over with. Ain't nothing you gonna do about it. This year here, number 4. This year here. Remember what I told y'all guys? I told you last year when you got Cam, championship or bust, so you didn't do that. This up and coming year now, I'm putting more pressure on your ass because you want to know why? You got all this money. This is what I don't understand about Miami. You got all this money, Mario. You got all this access that you say you got to be able to bring this coach in, to be able to bring this person in. Okay, you need to fix the shit now because now you're getting ready to roll into a situation where you're replacing your OC and your DC. What, this the third time? The third time. So if this the third time, now it's time to start looking at, well, I've been looking at your ass because like I told you, I never wanted Mario anyway.
But
Mario got this fucked up mindset.
Hold
on. Mario got this fucked up mindset that he's a Butch Davis and Nick Saban, but it's something there you didn't get from these guys when you was up under them, and it's really fucking with you.
Right.
Hold on real quick, B-Mike, man. Let's tell somebody thank you to Mr. Christopher Leclerc. He just became a member. He said, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Go ahead, B-Mike.
It's something there that Mario did not get when he was learning under these guys. And I think it's got a lot to do with ego. Nick Saban had to change his ego. Butch had to change his, but they stayed on your ass because they wanted the best. And it's almost like the last caller said, Butch, Mario wants to be the head bitch. He wants to be the one that says, I brought Miami back to what it was, and I did this shit all by myself. Until he lets his guard down and start being accountable as a fucking head coach,
I didn't say a fucking recruiter. I didn't say a fucking offensive line coach. Until he got to become accountable as a fucking head coach. Miami would never win another championship. I'm sorry. We would not win another championship until we get the right fucking coaching now. That's going to be accountable. That's going to hold his coaches accountable. And he's going to make them get every fucking inch out of every player that they put on that field. Mario does not do that. He does not hold himself accountable. He don't also hold his coaches accountable, and he don't do it with the players. Whenever you can have players like Jacoby can do some dumb shit, and you don't get in their ass, and he done been doing this shit for 2 years, you're not holding your players accountable. You're only trying to do just enough so you can say, I brung Miami back, whoop-de-doo, Miami's back. No, fuck that. Miami will never be back until we get a fucking coach that's going to be accountable for everything, not just fucking recruiting. Everything. Now, like I say, I'm going to be a hurricane till they put the dirt on me. But like I told you guys before, I am not drinking no goddamn Kool-Aid. I'm not getting hyped over this shit because it's you did 10 wins, good. We got 10 wins. Give everybody a round of applause. We got 10 wins, that's good. Goddamn, say we got 4 wins. Cause that's some terrible shit. And I was catching damn near about to catch heart attacks looking at that shit every week. Because it's like it's right in your goddamn face, and this dude continues to do the same shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go back and watch replays on these goddamn games. That's just how bad it is. This shit is sickening. Get his ass out of there. Fire him, man. Thank you, but no thank you. Take your ass back down to McNeese State or wherever. Get the hell on. We don't need your ass. And hire somebody or get somebody in here that's going to challenge your ass from the front to the back. Don't stop being a bitch, Mario. Don't be a bitch no more. Get you a real fucking DC. Get you a real fucking OC. And get you a real fucking strength and conditioning coach and fire his ass too, because he sucked. I don't like that fucking dude. I don't like his ass either. So, with that being said, man, I love y'all cats. May God bless you and your family during the holiday season. Everybody, Utah family, y'all be careful. Everybody take care of everybody. Everybody love everybody, man. Keep the prayers up, man. And until I talk to you cats again, I'm going to holler at you, man. Y'all boys be easy.
All righty, man. Be
Much
Mike,
love, man. We love you. Merry Christmas, brother.
Okay. Same to you, brother.
Later.
It's you talk, baby.
One more caller, y'all. James Freeman. Got to hold the line for our brother James Freeman. James Freeman is coming up into the building, and that's going to be it for tonight, y'all. Come on and call up, James Freeman. We waiting on you, brother. Waiting on you, James. It's going to be the last call of the night. James.
What is up, man?
The Italian Stallion is in the building.
Yeah.
The last caller of the night. Yeah, but we almost at 2 hours, y'all. Wow.
Yeah, I'm in my slick mobster suit, true Italian style at this Christmas party right now. So, but I thought I'd call in and chime in and so forth. And facts spoken by B-Mac, to be honest with you, man. Honestly, it's kind of tough to follow that one up. But, I got a question for you guys, and I want you all to answer it honestly. You got other shows and people that cover the team that I like to call apologists, and realistically, how can you apologize and make excuses for what you had in front of you? I mean, is it a motivation thing? You had a once in a generation type of quarterback that the game was actually slow for. And, other teams game planned and everything, but you didn't do nothing to game plan them. That's the other thing that needs to be talked about. But I want you all to answer this honestly. The apologists are saying, and I quote, that South Florida is lacking the talent that it used to have. South Florida is lacking the talent that it used to have. And I call bullshit on that, and I'll tell you why. Because the other teams are getting these guys, and I'll tell you this, I'm sick and tired of seeing 3 stars that we passed up because we didn't think were good enough that are kicking our ass that are playing for NC State and Louisville respectively.
Yeah.
Am I wrong with what I just said? Honestly.
No.
I got you, Rocky, next. I got you, Rocky. You'll be the last call there, Rocky. I got you after B-Mike. I mean, after James Freeman. I got you. Go ahead, James.
And I'll be quick so Rocky can get on because I love what he says too. But but the thing is like it's like you think about the guys that have just left. Chris Johnson. I'm not going to be one of those guys that says, oh well, he would have never played here. We don't need him. Well, a couple of years ago, we were really fighting hard to get that guy here. And what I find really just mind-boggling is that you can't find any type of jet sweep or any type of special play or mix him in there and put him in there as a decoy, because last time I checked, speed is speed. And, you're not even using your fast guys. You're still trotting out slow-ass defensive players that can't contain the edge, that can't even get there to make up for when they screw up on the wrong step. I mean, these are problems that should have been identified on the recruiting front. And, the thing is that everybody talks about recruiting with Mario. Well, maybe this class may have not been as special as the last couple, but why have you not I think about what Mario's excuses were. Mario's excuses were, and I quote, were that, if you're not on these guys when they're in 8th grade or freshmen, you're already behind. Well, you've now been there 3 years, pal, and this is the anniversary of that wonderfulness when you were hired. And the truth of the matter is you should have had relationships with these guys on that first camp back in January. But the thing is they're not buying what you're selling, and they're going to go to where their handlers, where their parents, where the people that are looking out for them are telling them to go, where they can maybe, kill it at a program for a couple of years, not get injured, and make their name on Sundays, because that's what the ultimate end game is for a lot of these guys and their families. And so, truth be told, you look at the guys that just transferred today, Antonio Tripp. I mean, that guy never even got on the field here. And all I kept hearing about was what a great offensive lineman get that was. Maybe he was good in Maryland, but the minute he got to IMG, he was a no-show because he was with the big boys there at IMG, and he did nothing for your program. So think about that vaunted recruiting class that finished 7th, we're going to have this same conversation. How many of these guys are still there? Jaden Wayne ain't there. Don't be surprised if Riley Williams transfers to a school out west or whatever from the tight end. How long does Elijah Lawson stick around being a Bishop Gorman kid from Vegas? So I'm just saying that, you're getting the guys here and you ain't developing them. That's a really, really big problem. And, I questioned it on Monday, too. I think Aaron Feld is the most overrated strength and conditioning guy, because you're not seeing that the guys that are naturally big or whatever, that's them. But the guys that need to put on the good weight and everything, they're still weak as hell. They're not making the good tackles. They're not wrapping up. And then, the other thing I was told, again, by the apologists, is that they're not physical in practice hitting each other. Are you kidding me? That's where you have 85 guys. Okay. And if there's maybe 30 of them that don't need to be there, then why did you hold on to them and get rid of them and go more into the portal for people? You knew that Antonio Tripp wasn't going to do shit this year at offensive line, and you didn't bring anybody in. Maybe you needed another DB. Maybe you needed a linebacker, that's the things that, just like what B-Mac just said, Mario needs to get the hell out of his own way, because he is stupid on a lot of fronts and so forth. And I know he wants to win, but here's the thing, man. If you really want to win, you need to get out of your ego, because here's the thing. It don't matter who helps you win that. Your name is still as head coach next to when it says national champion, okay? So don't think that you have to do it all by yourself, because it's clear you cannot. But you wasted Alonzo. You've wasted – you're not making good decisions. I mean, they're giving you the bank. I'm not trying to go backwards, but, I'm not saying Randy was perfect. I'm not saying Al Golden was perfect. And I'm not saying Rick was perfect. But what if those guys had the amount of money to work with, and if NIL was around, what would their record be like? There's an endless amount of wallets. I mean, I'll even throw Diaz out there at this point. Okay.
Yeah, you got to.
The truth, because here's the thing. Duke is 9-3. Fucking Duke, basketball school, and here's the thing. If they hadn't screwed the pooch and their kicker could make a field goal, they beat SMU. you know,
Yep.
and then maybe you're even looking at the fact that, you know, it's a 3-way tie or something, and maybe Miami gets in the ACC that way instead of an undefeated SMU. And if SMU loses that game, maybe they drop another one. All I'm saying is that Duke's right there, you know, and they don't even have near the resources in football that Miami's doing right now with an open wallet, you know. So those are things that are really key. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It's never going to happen. But if there is some craziness that happens tomorrow with certain teams losing and the ACC commissioner who, again, I step up on this, ACC is crying to the heavens because Miami didn't get in. And it's like, dude, you could have helped them even more. I know there were a couple of chat room people that said, oh, well, Miami got the benefit of a couple of calls. Then give them more. I watched Ohio State win a bunch of games because of help from refs back in 2002 in the Big Ten and things of that nature. So, but I'm just saying that realistically, the ACC commissioner is going to cry foul now. You were in that damn war room. You could have maybe said the Syracuse guy was down. Maybe you could have said that was actually a late hit on Cam Ward and eject that guy, and that's a 15-yard penalty and extends that drive instead of Miami, punting. Why did the guy call the questionable call on the hold? All I'm saying is that if you really wanted Miami there, you could have made Miami there. And now you're going to cry to the committee because they didn't put Miami there and so forth. I mean, that's on you, pal. That's on you. But I'm saying all that if there is a distinct possibility that chaos happens tomorrow, and the fact that this ACC commissioner got under that, what do we call him? King Kong Bundy's love child or whatever, Larry? Is that what we call him and so forth? All I'm saying is, yeah, there he is. Yeah. I mean, and then they change their tune and put Miami in over Alabama. I mean, then we better make something with that opportunity, because there was enough crying this week that should have not even been made if you'd handled your business like you were supposed to. And you didn't handle it.
That part right there.
You didn't handle it.
Yep.
And this has been the problem for how many years in this conference? Always wanting somebody else to handle your business for you because you couldn't man up and do it yourself. So until all those things happen in recruiting, in coaching, in the off season with strength and conditioning and nutrition and all that good stuff that comes with it that they said we needed for this program to be great. And finally, developing. Until all those things are done, we just stuck in the mud like we've been for 20 years. Guys, fantastic show as always. Love you guys. Merry Christmas. Go Canes, and Happy New Year, guys. Take care. Go Utah.
Same to you, Stallion. Much love.
Wow. And the last caller of the night is the Rockster. The Rockster is in the building. What's up, Rock?
Man, isn't it only fitting that I come after the Italian Stallion? I mean, y'all show has the Rocky and the Italian Stallion at the same time, man. Y'all need to make use of that, man.
We might have to.
Man. I never thought about that.
Man, I got John Curtis going on. I got Edie White going, man. They got stuff going on all over the place tonight, guys. Look, I'm gonna try to bring Kane fandom back to reality, guys. Look, I said it earlier. Canes fans better get comfortable, because I've been hearing there was a comment on the board earlier about therapy session. I've been hearing a therapy session all night about coaching. Look, Mario ain't going nowhere. Mario ain't going nowhere for a good minute. So everybody better get down in their seats, get comfortable, because Miami is playing the long game. That was the comment that I made earlier about fans don't hear what the solution is. Miami's playing the long game. And what I mean by that is, if you go and look at our roster currently, the way he's shaping this thing up, the majority of our studs right now are either sophomores, redshirt sophomores, freshmen, redshirt freshmen, and there are a lot of them. If you go back and look at this year, the people that have played, the majority, not all, but the majority of those guys were transfers, Cam Ward included. Okay? Those guys are gone. You're going to see, what you're going to see here is you're going to see another influx, heavy portal transfer that they're going to go hard on. And you saw that whenever they decided not to spend big on the blue chips, Pickett, Hanks, et cetera, that they could have done because the budget was there, but they didn't. Because what they decided was they decided that it would be better to go get plug and play guys for another round going into 2025 than what it would have been spending all the money on those blue chips. They thought that the need was, it's kind of like what Kelly was talking about, I left earlier. You got players that you need versus players that you want. They thought that the need was high wide receiver, so they did spend the money on more. But they didn't go higher the other way. What I'm trying to say is that if you look at the roster, and I check this out all the time on the eligibility chart on another site, he's building this roster the right way. Now, I know nobody in Kane fandom wants to hear that because they want to hear about game day coaching, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I agree. The defensive staff needs to be changed, and I believe it will be. But, again, they're playing the long game. Because, like you said, I left there earlier, he's going to be here at least 6 to 8 years. We're going into year 4. I think whenever he was hired, we all agreed that this was going to be at least a 5-year rebuild. At least that's what I thought.
Not me.
We're going into year 4 now. So
let me ask you a question.
Let me ask you a question. Ahead.
If you're saying that we're playing the long game, long game, okay, so we're playing the long game with these recruits that you're saying that are what, freshmen and sophomores, you said?
Yes, sir.
Do the freshmen and sophomores play the long game too, and they stay here while they're waiting to be developed but not being developed?
Well, if you look at okay, let me answer that. If you look at what they did, according at least to what I've read and seen, a lot of that they had to keep some of the players on the roster, and I don't know which ones, but to keep some of the players on the roster, they had to spend some of the NIL money to keep some of the freshmen and sophomores they got now on the roster. I don't know who. Obviously, it wasn't Chris Johnson because he jumped, but they had to keep some of them. So what they did was they spent some of them on the freshmen and sophomores to keep them in to basically keep, like you say, keep them in to develop them, right? And then they got what they could get in recruiting, but they didn't go full bore in recruiting because they want to bring in another round of look what's already transpiring in the portal. I mean, it hasn't even opened yet. If you look at Mario believes in seniority. He just does, for better or worse. That's the way he's old school. I know everybody can't stand that. I know y'all hate it.
That's going to be the downfall.
I know y'all hate it. I know y'all hate it. Go ahead.
You know it, Rocky.
I know y'all can't stand that. But look, Mario, for better or worse, is old school, and he believes in seniority. He believes in a culture where you got to earn your playing time. It's why Chris Johnson didn't get on the field, why he's gone. I mean, he's one example. There's others, but, everybody was screaming for JoJo Trader this year. Well, they had Jacoby George, Xavier Restrepo, and they wanted to develop Isaiah Horton. They wouldn't gonna put him on the field. Mario is as old school as it gets, for better or worse. Okay, leaving that there. But what they did was they took the NIL money. They kept the what I call the foundation that he tore apart when he got rid of all those Manny and Rhett Lashley guys that he tore apart. They kept the foundation. And now they're going to go heavier in the portal than what they did this particular recruiting class. And I would bet, it hadn't opened yet, but I would bet 100 to 1. Watch who they go after. It's either going to be a junior or it's going to be upperclassmen. Watch that whenever the portal opens. They've already started. The center that's coming down to visit, he's a senior going into his senior year. Now, we got Ryan Rodriguez sitting there that's played center before, right? Mm-hmm. But they're going after another one, okay? So what he's doing is he's going to go – I think they're going to go one more round with this transfer portal heavy with junior and senior guys or one and dones or maybe 2 years, okay? Even Caden Salter, who they're following right now, I think he's got 2 years of eligibility left. He's not brought in to come in and automatically start like Cam was. He's coming in to compete with Emory, right? Whoever wins, wins. But what I'm saying is, and I know this is tough for Kane fandom because Kane fandom got zero patience, none, zero. They're playing the long game. And I do agree that defensive staff changes need to be made. I do agree that Mario needs to make them faster sooner rather than later, which hasn't happened because in each of his past couple of years, whenever he's made coordinator hires, he's always interviewed 900 people, and then he didn't hire the damn people till February. I think he needs to adjust that. And I do agree also that they need to readjust their recruiting strategy going forward with all of the new, this is still new with this NIL, and they need to get more people locked down in the summertime. Also, too, they need to be open to more game day visits because I know that Mario's not big on game day visits, but they need to be more open to that going into next year to be able to lock these guys down. Look, guys, I know everybody's pissed about coaching. The power structure up there in Miami, you got the Moss brothers, you got Ruiz, and now you got Echeverria as president. Man, Mario ain't going nowhere. So, complain about Mario, man. He ain't going anywhere for at least another 3 years.
Well, we got to complain for the next damn 3 years, though, boy. It's Utah. That's what we gonna do. Unless he get this shit Rocky. Unless he get it right, Rocky. He better get it right.
Hey, look. You bring in some hard-nosed safeties. You bring in numbers in the defensive backfield, and you bring some numbers at the second level of defense, and a couple of D tackles, a QB, and a wide receiver. There you go.
What about developing them though?
Right.
What's that? No. Look, that's what I'm saying. Again, if you go and look at the roster right now, the development part of this roster, okay, and watch what happens. The development part of this roster is going to be Bryce Fitzgerald, and this is going to piss people off, even Zaquan Patterson. Might have to wait another year for him. I think he'll be rotational this next year because they're going to bring in safeties, right? You got Jabari Antoine, Chris Ewald. Help me out.
There's one more too. I forgot the other kid.
Yeah, I forgot.
I'm big on Chris Ewald. That's my guy.
I know you got
and Antoine
safety. You got the dude,
but Chris Ewald, but Chris Ewald ain't gonna play. That's Mario's way.
I agree with you, dude. Like I get it, yeah.
But
and again, like we say, that's what's gonna kill him. That's crazy.
Let me get to this tracker right now. Wait. Let me get to this tracker that I look at. Look, watch this. I'm gonna go to the defense.
All right.
Look, between sophomore and freshman right now on the D line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys between sophomore and freshman. You know what we got junior and senior right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 junior and senior. The rest of them are sophomore and young, quote unquote, young guys, right? Go down to the defensive backs, which we need between sophomore and freshman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, quote unquote, young guys. You know what we got a junior and senior? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Now, what you think is going to happen with those 4? They're gone. Wait till Monday. 3 out of the 4 are gone. De'Ani Hill's staying. De'Ani Hill's going to be riding the bench.
Shit.
He's going to be riding the bench.
That's my thing. Like, why would you keep him though? That's what I'm saying. Like, why do you let these players stay when you know you're not going to use them? Why you keep him?
Me personally, I'd boot him. But I guess, you come in and you know, if you're getting rid of the defensive staff and the kid wants to stay whenever your boy Lance Guidry brought him in, then you can't. I mean, the kid's still got to get a degree, right? I mean, you can't just.
He can do that without being on the team.
Kick him off the team,
right?
Maybe you can kick him off the team. Maybe if it were me, I'd tell him go elsewhere. They not, but
That's a good point.
He's one example out of what I'm looking at right here, what I got right here in front of me of a junior and senior level that is almost bare guys, and a sophomore and freshman that is either redshirt sophomore or redshirt freshman that is full. And to me, that's building it the right way over the long term, and nobody wants to hear that. But that's what
No,
they're
you're
doing.
absolutely correct. But again, building it the right way doesn't equate to what
coaching
we need.
it the right way.
Right. That's what we're saying.
Hey,
We're not disagreeing.
I'm with y'all on the
We're not
defensive
disagreeing
side of
with
the ball. Look, look. Okay, so what was our downfall this year? Defense. I'm with y'all. I want wholesale changes on the defensive side of the ball.
But let me ask you a question. Do you think the offense is going to be good next year with Cam Ward leaving as well?
Okay. There is no quarterback right now in college football that would match what Cam did this year. None, zero. Right. So it's 6 one way, half dozen the other, bro. I mean, you're not going to get. There is not another Cam Ward out there. I
totally agree with you, but don't say that. But you said that like the offense may not be a problem next year though. And
no, I'm not saying. I'm saying no. You asked me if it was going to be as good as next year, but let's say we're number one this year, right?
Well, let me ask you this: what do you think the record's going to be next year without Cam with this schedule? I'm about to put it up right now. Next year? Yes, sir. Let me put the schedule up.
It depends. Here's my answer to that. It depends on what they decide to do at quarterback. That's what it depends on.
True.
Now,
but Rocky, you're forgetting one thing. There's one important thing you're forgetting. Yes, it does depend on what they do at quarterback. However, the X factor on the offensive side is what is Shannon Dawson going to do? Because if he bails and leaves,
that was my next statement.
Yeah.
If Shannon, the second thing that is, if Shannon Dawson decides to leave and they bring in a new coordinator, then that changes things too. You asked me what I think their record's going to be next year. What do I think the Miami Hurricanes are going to do next year?
Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest with y'all. I mean, look, you got to frame this with the long game. I think we're going to be probably at best 9-3.
9-3.
9-3.
At best.
That's what I think we do next year.
I can respect that. I got
9-3.
I got 7-5.
But you got to understand what quarterback is so crucial. Not crucial. The question mark right now is a quarterback. If they go get who's out there right now, Quinn Ewers. I think Quinn Ewers is going to enter the transfer portal. If they go spend all their money on that, you run the risk of Emory Williams transferring out. Now that might not be a big deal in one way because he might not be a guy that a lot of the fan base don't like, but in the other way, you got to prove that you can develop your players, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what they may do instead is they may go get a guy like Caden Salter to come in and compete. They may go get a guy like CJ Bailey to come in and compete. It's not like that, the obvious guy like a Cam Ward was. Cam Ward comes in, he's your day one starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
John Mateer is already off to Oklahoma. That's a done deal, so you can't get him.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, in the transfer portal right now, QB is the most fascinating thing of it all. Because I think wide receiver, they're going to bring in some studs. I think DT, they're going to bring in some studs. And I know they're going to throw numbers at the secondary. But what I'm saying is watch what those numbers are. Either one and dones or 2 years max. And that's how he's doing it. And that's how he's building his roster with probably another. And what I'm told is that, or what I'm reading is that the 2026 recruiting class, they are attacking that like nobody's business right now. I mean, they're going after it.
But Rocky, I'm gonna throw this at you because I thought about something. I just want us to look at Miami, and I want us to look at some other programs. If you go back 5 years, go back to the 2019 season, you've had Jared Williams, De'Aaron King, Tyler Van Dyke, Cam Ward, and you're probably going to have another transfer quarterback. Now, De'Aaron King was a transfer. Cam was a transfer. You're going to get a transfer this year. That's 3 transfer quarterbacks in the last 5 years. But then how many quarterbacks are leaving? You know, that you're recruiting and bringing in.
You're right. You're right. And you're correct. I agree with you. The question and why quarterback is so fascinating is to see what they bring in at quarterback. Do they bring in that Cam Ward or that De'Aaron King that, like, boom, snap your fingers, you bringing him in to be a starter? Or do they bring in like what they did last year, that Reese Poffenbarger, that depth guy, quote unquote?
Yeah.
Right. That's going to be what to say. Look, the way they're doing this, if it were me, I'd run again. The fan base don't want to hear this, but I'd run with Emory. Fan base wants to win right now. If we don't win, they want to fire everybody. That ain't no way to build a football team, guys. What's that?
I say you should, because the point I was getting at when I asked you that, and this ain't just a Mario thing. This goes back to pre-Mario, because we could go back to when Mark Richt was here, when you had N'Kosi Perry and they were flip-flopping between him and Jaron Williams. There's no continuity at development of the quarterback position. That's why Miami has had its struggles on offense up until, notice the years that Miami looked good and Miami was winning with a good quarterback. De'Aaron King,
right?
Cam Ward.
Yeah.
So with no continuity in the recruiting and the development and the acquisition, I feel like this. I get it. You should have a transfer quarterback from time to time when that is a position of need. But if you're never fully developing the quarterbacks on your roster, look at all these other schools. Look at all these other schools.
So okay, all right. So saying that, so you and Emory Williams got in. Bring in a developmental guy. You got to bring in a quarterback. They only got 3. You can't go into a football season with 3 QBs. You got to have 4.
Exactly.
Well, you're an Emory Williams guy then.
I'm not necessarily an Emory Williams guy. I'm an Emory Williams guy if you got an offensive coordinator that Emory Williams fits in his scheme. And if you keep Shannon Dawson,
Dawson's already been in that. Dawson's already been there 2 years. What is it? 2 years.
This is second year.
Emory's been in this, learning this for 2 years now, I think.
But Emory is not the type of quarterback. Dawson's playbook is going to be dumbed down a shitload if Emory is the quarterback. Dawson's playbook is hinged on a quarterback having some mobility and using some mobility.
I disagree with that. I don't think Cam was a mobile. Cam had mobility. Let's see. Cam had mobility available to him, but Cam was a downfield first guy.
But you got to remember, Cam was the one, basically what Shannon Dawson said. Cam was the one that was calling audibles and making the calls and all of that. Cam had the mobility, but he chose not to use it. We got to remember, Cam Ward is playing to try to get his highlight reel to go to the NFL. Cam Ward is trying to show that he got a big arm. The few times that Cam Ward,
that's another thing I don't think, and that's another thing the fan base don't want to hear is that Cam Ward was a gift and a curse. I'm not even going there. I'm not going.
You're right. No, you say it because you're right.
He was.
That is true. No, that's a fight.
And that's why
that's fights.
That's why everybody is saying, or half of the fan base is, why are we upset about 10-2? This is why we're upset about 10-2. The gift of Cam Ward.
Hey, LFJ, you go off 21-0 against Syracuse, you run the damn ball all day long.
Yes.
Less than 3 quarters. You put Martinez and Fletcher back there, and you killed him, guys.
Yes.
You don't sit back there and drop back, man. Look, I could go all night. Yeah, we could be here till midnight.
Me personally, just to shut it down. Last thing, me personally.
Right, I gotta eat.
You gotta have dual threat quarterbacks, and even if he ain't a full dual threat, it's got to be a quarterback that has some running ability that you can utilize from time to time. Because
King Kyle, but he'll let nobody talk about his cousin Cam, boy. King Kyle,
Mario
ain't knew who Cam was last year.
LFJ, Mario will always listen. Last point. Mario will always have a pass first, run second quarterback. Why? Because while Mario is head coach of the Miami Hurricanes, the limelight will always be on that offensive line. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But you better believe that spotlight's going to be on the offensive line that him and Mirabal are going to build, brother.
Really?
So in other words, he don't want like a Lascelles Norris at South Carolina. He don't want that shine coming off that O-line. That's about the best I can put. Now you might disagree.
No, I
but he
agree.
ain't gonna want that
I agree. I agree. And with what you
That's
just
the only
said
thing
in
he
your
good at, man. Get us out of here, Rocky, man.
Yeah, man.
Get us out of
look,
here, Rocky.
I'll get y'all. Look, I'll get y'all again. It's the long game. I know Canes fans don't want to hear that, but it's the long game. Look at the ingredients to the stew. Echeverria, Moss Brothers, John Ruiz with the purse strings. Dan Radakovich didn't hire the man. He came in before Radakovich came in, so that means the power structure's got Mario in there. Mario's alumni. Look, I love it. Mario bleeds orange and green, okay? He cares. He cares. He does.
Tell him to care enough to get his ass out of the way. Tell him to get his ass out of the way.
He cares to an extent, but man, listen, Mario cares about that damn
he
check
almost
clearing
cares
every
too
2
much.
weeks.
Fire Guidry, though. Fire Guidry. Agreed.
Not happening.
Fire Guidry.
Not happening.
You don't think so?
I can't speak on it. I can't speak. I can't speak
on
it.
That's why.
I can't speak
I
on
keep asking you. Call me, man. We can talk about
I'm gonna
it.
call you. I'm gonna call you.
I don't think so. I don't think so either.
I'm gonna hit you up.
I'm
gonna hit you up tomorrow. I'm gonna hit you up sometime tomorrow. But I'm gonna just say this: I can't speak on it. I already told Devin about it. He knows.
Yep.
But I was given some information by an unnamed source.
I know. Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying definitely it's not gonna happen, but it damn sure ain't about to happen soon. So
shit crazy,
I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's nuts. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. See y'all later.
All right, you too, Rock, man. Be safe, bro. Later.
All right, Rock.
Okay, man.
Rocky, man. That's our guy.
It's you talk, baby.
Oh, hell no. 2 hours and 26 minutes. Larry Frank, get me out of here, man. It's been real, man. Get me out of here, Larry Frank. Get me out of here. And I'm going to work tomorrow. Get me out of here, Larry Frank.
I forgot about that. Oh, man.
Yeah.
We got to get out of here. We're going to end this up. We're going to end this right way. Listen, shout out to everybody, man. Thank you again for rocking with us. We know not everybody agrees with what we say. That's cool. It ain't no hard feelings on that end. And everybody that does roll with us, we love you. We love the ones that don't like us. You know, hey, it is what it is, man. That's what we do. Ain't much I need to say. This is the last show of the season. Well, regular season. We will do a bowl game issue. We'll see where Miami, who they draw Sunday night. And then we'll determine, we'll see when the bowl game is. And then we'll probably not do no hype show or nothing like that. Probably just a recap show to put a cap on the season after the bowl game. And then after that, we're going to take our normal U-Talk hiatus as far as Miami's concerned. But we will definitely, as you saw the promos, be cranking some other stuff up. And I think there's an NBA show in the works too. I think there's a Laker NBA show coming too. That's a little birdie told me that. So it don't stop with the Canes, man. U-Talk gonna roll. But listen, if we don't see you again, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Love on your families. Enjoy your family time. As always, thank you. Year number 5 is about to be in the books. Man. What can I say? But it's all I got, man. Prayers up to everybody. Be safe. Happy weekend. Go Canes.
Man, thank everybody. Like always, man. Thank you all, man, for your support. We really appreciate you guys. Like I said, we will keep you informed on the show times and everything. I'll be actually taking a vacation, man, going on a cruise here. So Larry Frank may have to run things by himself while I'm gone, me and the family. But we appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for the support. Listen, man, the day ones, the ones that just started, coming in the chat. Everybody that just subscribed, man. Shout out to D Drakeford, man. Thank you for becoming a member. We appreciate you guys. Everybody, man, we love you. And you guys get ready for January the 27th. It's gonna be a hell of a show, man. Like I say, with yours truly as the host, Larry Frank Jr. will be repping, man, for the family, man. And shout out to his co-host, my sister, Miss Shy Blue. They're gonna do their thing. So I ask that you guys continue to support, man. And this show right here is gonna be one of them ones. Like it's nothing like he said that's off limits. And this is something that, man, we've been putting together for a long time. When I first started doing this. I told you guys we were going to have a lot of different shows. So thank you for your support. Everybody have a great weekend. And like I say, we would definitely keep you guys informed on the social media sites. You Talk Sports show everything on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So Larry Frank, yeah, it's been real, man. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Listen, we love you guys. Like you say, man, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's to everybody. But we will be back, man, and y'all take care of yourselves. So like we start every show and like we end every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby.
Without you, baby.
And we out, man. Check out the promo again, man, with my brother Larry Frank Jr. and my sister, Miss Shy Blue. Check them out January the 27th. I'm gonna have this in your face for the next month. You're gonna see it on Instagram, you're gonna see it on Facebook, you're gonna see so many promos. So get ready for this show, man. It's gonna be one of them type of shows. We love you guys. Y'all already know what it is over here. It never changes. It's Utah.
It's you talk, baby. It's you talk, baby.